Top of the top. Monday, we up again. What's up? We back. Back like we never left. What's up, y'all? Y'all know how we do. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's go. How y'all doing this morning? What's up? What's up? Shout out to the new people. What's good? Uh, what's up, Fatima? Good morning. What's up, Slim? What's up, Latasha Jordan? What's up, Shirley's? What's up, family? What's up? Yeah, what's up, y'all? We at it again. I got a good one for y'all today. Y'all know we doing Monday. What's up? What's up, Los? We back at it again. What's up? What's up, PJ? Appreciate everybody with a membership. Appreciate everybody that subscribes. Hit the like button. Leave comments. I also appreciate it if you share it on your platforms. Tell a friend, tell a friend. That's what it is. We back. How y'all doing today? How was y'all weekend? The summer has come to an end. The last week of August. It's Virgo season, I guess. Yeah, nah, it is. It's Virgo season. Where y'all at, Virgos? What's up? What's up now? All right, y'all. Y'all waited long enough. We gonna jump into it on this Money Day, Monday, because we up like that. Yeah, we up like that. We stay up. We been up. Then a lot of other people try to be up. They ain't up, y'all. Trust me. We up. We up. They not. They been out of here. Let's go. So we got a lot to talk about today, man. Also, shout out to everybody that caught the members only live yesterday. Secrets of America, Nevada. Got an update. 90,000 people have been evacuated. And it ain't no coming back. It ain't no, I got to go back to the house. They all rounded up. Yes, I saw the coverage yesterday. They've been putting people in shelters. Get it? So make sure you get a membership to stay up to date. All right? Scattered. Secrets of America, riches of the East Coast. And this the main thing, application analytic tracking. No more lies, no more fraud. No more fraud. So anyway, let's go. Contracting. Huh? Contracting. Tracking. Let's go. All right, y'all, let's just jump into it. The saga continues. Monday, Monday. What's up? We up. Shout out to the chat. What's up, Tiger? Let's go, y'all. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about, man. I think we might got some laughs, some jokes. Let's go. Kelly Rowland showing them cakes off, y'all. Y'all know Destiny Child coming back out. So there you have it. Yeah, she's showing them buns. Hey, bro, you know ain't nothing wrong with no bun. Cause shit, like I said, you barely even see women anymore. Then I ain't gonna lie, it did feel kind of good to see some buns without BBLs in them. I ain't got nothing against BBLs, but I don't got nothing against regular booties neither. All right, I don't got nothing wrong with dimples. Ain't no wrong with no dimp, nothing baby, that fat back there. Hey, it's a little. Let's go. We're gonna be talking about your boy Hove, man. Jay-Z been spotted outside the Rock Nation office. A lot of stuff heating up. Well, y'all, a lot of y'all know that been online. A lot of y'all know that Pimp C stuff that been heating up, y'all. That Pimp C stuff didn't go nowhere. That's been heating up, y'all. See, now that there's no entertainment left, now everybody wants to talk about what was already spoken about all these years. But you got to remember, now we in a time where it ain't no truth telling. It's fake ass truth telling. I ain't no damn truth to be told. See, now let me break down what's going on now. See, remember I told you this the year everybody gonna crash out. So let me explain what's happening. This the year you notice something, right? Everybody conscious now. Everybody wants to speak on black issues now. Everybody wants to speak on truth telling, but all that shit old. Where was y'all at 5 years ago? Where were you at 5 years ago? This is why I keep saying everything they talking about is already old. Everything has already been spoken about with detail. Get a members only. All right? You get a members only and you'll see what I'm saying. Damn near everybody is behind this channel and a lot of people done cloned and stole. But my point is, they don't want to talk about nothing real when it counted. But now they don't have no more content. Everybody's so serious. Y'all notice that? Everybody talking about black stuff and no, it's called Ain't Got No More Content Left. All right, so let's get into it. I got to talk my talk, man. I don't pay for promotion. They do. Let's go. Top of the top. Ha, ha, ha. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ha, 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 ha. Shout out to everybody that's up. Hey, y'all, like I say, man, I root for the underdog. When I watch movies, sometimes I go for the villain. Hey, I don't got no side. Good guy, villain. All I'm going to say is Reggie Wright, he's hilarious to me, man. All right, so Reggie Wright, man. Reggie Wright is funny as hell, man. I'm sorry. You know why I respect Reggie Wright? Reggie don't quit, man. Reggie not going to quit. Reggie not going to run. Reggie that had allegations on him worse than Jay-Z, fool. Yes, he did. Reggie that had the most allegations on him of all people. According to the rumors, Reggie Wright is the top gangster in America. That's why it's all funny to me. You see what I'm saying? But this is the thing, Reggie funny as hell. Reggie say he gonna knock your boy Cheddar down, man. Hey, Punches, what's up, bro? Reggie say he gonna knock your boy Cheddar down. Why? That man Delray been antagonizing Reggie for about over a year straight. Reggie say he gonna take his goddamn channel, get that channel knocked down. And Reggie also was throwing shots at Jaguar, right? I ain't gonna tell you what he called Jaguar. Reggie funny, y'all. So anyway, we'll get into it, man. Respect your elders, man. See, I'm gonna tell y'all this too. See, what I respect about Reggie and Gene, they both been in the game for real, man. You know what I'm saying? They older than me. They older brothers. They really been through it. And not only that, people know what's funny to me, y'all. This was funny. Like, people be acting like Reggie Wright wasn't running Death Row with Suge right there. Like, people act like he was the one with... They all was together. So my point is, everybody that's a fan got their views and opinions. But my point is this. On some real talk, y'all need to appreciate Reggie and Gene because those are two guys that were actually knee-deep in this game. And they actually came online to conversate with y'all on a regular, normal level. And I think sometimes y'all forget they're not really on a normal level, y'all. They just roll like that. See, that's now you see when I tell you the internet make you a clown. Like, let's talk about it. The way the internet plays out, you would think Reggie Wright was never even with Tupac, Snoop, Dre, nobody. Sure, you know what I'm saying? You would think Gene was never with Puff the Billionaire. You see what I'm saying? That's how the shit play out. Where they'll salute rappers. See? They'll salute rappers that are straight clowns and then try to make it like Gene a clown. They'll try to make it like Reggie a clown. Whole time, man, millions going through them people's hands. They're around millions, millionaires. No, y'all, they are the two that came back to be humble. But the point is with Reggie, that's what I'm saying. I've been hearing Reggie accused for over 20 years. So when he come back, he don't run, y'all. So that's why I respect Reggie. He don't run. Now, people done got ran off this internet, y'all. People get ran off. People get low. There's people that hide. Reggie don't run, but he's funny. Because Reggie said he gonna knock this man Cheddar down. Reggie said he gonna put charges on his ass. Anyway, let's go, man. Cause this is the thing with me. Guys, once you know somebody is the police, or whether they law enforcement, whatever you want to say, you don't play with people like that, y'all. You don't play. Same thing I told y'all with Charleston White. See, I respect fair game. I respect people that are who they are than people that's undercover. I'm just saying that. It's just entertainment, y'all. It's just entertainment. Now, I'm saying all that because I know a lot of y'all got y'all picks, but I just look at the whole show. And like I said, Reggie is funny because he don't run. And he be dissing back. So he say he gonna get old boy channel down. I don't want to repeat what he called Jaguar Right. I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. Reggie be in the bushes, man. Let's go. Some of y'all ain't gonna learn to Reggie get some charges put on your ass. Hey, Punch, what up, bro? Hey, I be trolling with the bro, man. What's up? All right? Please get out if you can right now. The sheriff said it. So anybody didn't hear about the mass evacuation out of Nevada? Here you got it. They got hit with a lake of fire. That's right. A lake of fire has flushed out cities in Nevada. 90,000 evacuated. No choice. Can't go back home. Ain't no telling when they going back home. Anybody ain't from, all of them get rounded up, y'all. This was a Katrina, a fire. So here you got it. Please get out if you can right now. the sheriff said on Sunday. Guys, it's burning like Sodom. Yes, it did. Let's go. We up. What's up, Miss B Loyal? Also, y'all, what's up, Miss K? Also, Sandra, what's up? Thank y'all for the cash apps as well over the weekend. Devastating wildfires burning through Nevada. Threatens Reno. Check it out. Injury count rises as 90,000 are evacuated. So, you know what are the sayings I said? Just be happy this didn't happen to your city. Just be happy you ain't getting evacuated. Well, we done seen it. Flood evacuation this year. Snow blizzard evacuation this year. Fire evacuation this year. 90,000 out of here. So if you're in Nevada, hopefully you got money. If you don't have no money, you finished. Because you have nothing to go back to. You got it? Also, we're going to talk about this. Guys, this is what happened, man. People went everywhere that was promoted online. People went to Texas because of Beyonce from Texas. California people went to Texas. Guess what? Y'all got tricked. People in Texas mad because the rent and everything going up because they understand that out-of-towners came and made their bills go up. And the main people they mad at is California for coming to Texas. But this the trick. People are going to Texas and failing, y'all. So now, the same exact thing that happened in Atlanta, now I'm going to show you in Texas. When I saw a long time ago, people saying, don't come to Atlanta. You ain't going to make it out here. Same thing with Texas. People saying, don't come out here. Then there's people say, I wish I never moved here. The question is, why did you move? See, y'all, this was the era of following, y'all. That's why they just pissed me off. They followed to their own destruction, y'all. They ran everywhere that was a fad. They didn't go. See, when you move for a better life. This is what I told you. Social media made a lot of people think they were superstars. So they from Indiana want to be in Houston. You see what I'm saying, y'all? People from Arkansas want to be in Atlanta. That's what was happening. People from Alabama want to be in Florida. When they told me it's a mass influx of people from Florida going to Texas, that's when I knew people were slow. Why? Guys, Florida and Texas like one of the same. So when you go to Texas from Florida, that's like an idiot move. Told you, man, people been running because it's a fear factor going on. People are getting flushed out their cities, going bad, going broke, and they fleeing other cities, but they don't have a plan. Now, on this channel, I've been through the whole breakdown before all this stuff happened. And I told y'all, if you're going to go somewhere that's low key. I'm going to tell all y'all again, man. Cities are all the same. New York, Houston, Atlanta, they all the same. Meaning the system on how cities run is the same. If you struggle in this city, you're going to struggle in that city. You only move when you looking to lessen your bills. Get it? You're going from city to suburban, rural, country. All right, y'all, let's go. Reason why we going to be talking about Texas in a minute. Now, Hov was spotted. Jay-Z was spotted outside the Rock Nation building. So it's a couple things going on. On one hand, people saying, what happened to all those fans that was outside? You remember when there was the Rock situation? You know, he had the Yankee Stadium situation, and we saw clips of alleged. I'm just not going to play with Hov today. We saw this guy at 2 different autograph signings, the same man. And I understand that he just can't have anybody running up on him. So, yes, they do have to have stage, or I'll say selective signing. But I'm just going to show you how people still being petty. And they saying, Jay-Z, where all the fans that was outside the building? Why you not signing the autographs today? So that was the set on him. Also, what we're going to talk about is a topic I already spoke about, but I didn't go into it details. And somebody said something that made a lot of sense. So, guys, last week, you saw a video come out of nowhere on Beyonce. But underneath all of that, like I said, the full campaigns on them is on every other app than YouTube. For those who don't know what a campaign is, you should know. Every single day, it is people talking about the negativity that people have done every single day. So, see why everybody, okay, you got people talking about his son, that's weak. That's one thing. People talking about that Pimp C stuff. Now, y'all all heard the rumors. People from Texas been hearing these rumors. But guys, this is what I mean. Things been circulating for so long. Now people want to talk about it. But at the time, it was all in your face. Now, this was being said. Now, a lot of people from Texas said it was a tape of Pimp C and Beyonce. It's not hard to figure out. We just saw the tape leak of Beyonce chilling with somebody else at a certain age. We also know Pimp C was big down there. We ain't going to get into that. What I'm talking about is it was said they had a tape. Then y'all know about Big Pimp and they did the song. What y'all know about the song? Pimp C told you out his own mouth he didn't want to do Big Pimpin'. He did it because of Bun B. And you should know to this day, Jay-Z controls Bun B to this day. That's why when Tina knows to sell on the gumbo, Bun B was with him. Yes, Jay-Z controlled Bun B to this day, but maybe he always controlled Bun B. Because when Pimp C was in jail, Bun B became somebody else. See, y'all didn't get that neither. Ever since Pimp C went to prison, Bun B was not the same Bun B, y'all. He was down with the rock. But this what they're saying, y'all. They saying that that tape was true, allegedly. And they're saying that Pimp C threw shots at Jay-Z in a hip-hop song. I wonder if y'all know the rap song he threw the shots at. Now, the thing about this is trippy. It's a female that put me on. And I said, wow. Then I thought about the lyrics. Wow. I think he was talking to Jay-Z. Now, let's go. We up. Back to school. Look cheap and tacky. I know the designer was mad. Now, remember they were saying, remember they went to the Met Gala and the word was they ruined the Met Gala. That was the word. Not just them. They said that Met Gala was the corniest ever. And they said that no fashion icons wanted to be there at all because of Bezos. Bezos brought his friends. He brought her and he brought everybody else. So people was pissed. Now, let me show you something. Now, after the alleged crowd on demand, they saying Jay-Z had crowds on demand. Remember he was signing autographs? They saying he had crowds on demand, meaning he had crowds ready for the autograph signing for the cameras. So this is what I'm showing you the jokes. Now, after all alleged crowd on demand talk started circulating, those fans have mysteriously disappeared. So where did they go? Because if this was all organic, why does it suddenly look so different? So they saying, where's everybody at, Dre? And you see the comment, right? Rico Nation. All right, Rico Nation. People feel like your boy's still going down. Now, check this out, y'all. This woman said something real. So I always tell you, I don't care about nobody famous. I don't care about nobody with a name. I like honest opinions. I like natural opinions. And I go by people what they bring to the table, not who they are, how they look. So this woman said something very important when I saw this video. Pimp C was talking about Jay-Z in those interviews. Remember he went at Russell Simmons and them? Remember he called out Mace? See, the word is he was going in on all Jay-Z, just didn't say his name as well. Now check this part out. Thank y'all all very much. Check it out. Pimp C was talking about Jay-Z in all those interviews. And he dissed him in the International Players Anthem. Now, if you know that song, that's the song with Pimp C and Outkast. Then you got to know timeline. Let's go. Now, for people that know hip-hop, rap, Do you remember the lyrics? Then it's mighty funny. Like I said, Mike Jones and them down with Jay-Z. Because Slim Thug and Maul is. Mike Jones, did you try to set Pimp C up that day? You claimed out of nowhere, two cars started shooting at each other and Pimp C had to go off in a ditch. Mike Jones. Sounds weird to me, Mike Jones. I told y'all shouldn't be running your mouth on all the dialogue. Mike Jones, did you try to set Pimp C up that day? Because it's all the same timeline, buddy. Same timeline. I also think Mike Jones had that club in Texas that was a goddamn club spying on people. Y'all didn't know they started that whole club persona to spy on drug dealers and gangsters. It was all set up. That's why Mike Jones broke. None of that stuff was his. Pimp C allegedly got ran off the road going to a Mike Jones video shoot, of all videos. But see, when Pimp C said he smashed up the car and he bought a red one, he smashed up that Bentley. That's when he was with Mike Jones. But this the song he said to rap in. But this what he said. Remember this part? When he said, your girl chose me. You ain't a pimp, you's a fairy. Remember he said that? Your girl chose me, you ain't a pimp, you's a fairy. Then you find out when Pimp C died after that. But you also got to remember, see, it's a timeline of Pimp. It's different timelines. The first violation, this is what happened first. First, Pimp C went to jail. Because I know they formula. First, your ass going to jail. After that, So first, he went to jail. But when he came out, y'all, he was still talking drunk on that song right here. Then you got to understand, that's on Arista Records. Which is L.A. Reid. Later on, L.A. Reid goes to be the what? The chairman at Def Jam. Arista Records, Diddy. Outkast. Told you Outkast is in the middle of a lot, but they quiet. This is why I trash Atlanta. Everybody under Diddy and Jay-Z stay with their mouth zipped. The whole time, Outkast, the one that say the South got something to say. Now you're going to get, they told the South to say that. Why New York? Because we didn't know they was going to get a game to the South to take it from New York. I told you all this already. I knew this back then, lived it. Me and my peoples, we all know this shit. Get it? It's not just me. That's why I always tell you, it's not just me. He said, your girl chose me. You ain't a pimp. You's a fairy. Big pimpin', spending cheese. What Pimp C say? He ain't want to do that song. So what am I saying? People still talking about this. It got legs on it. Yeah. See that? That's what I want y'all to get. See, y'all be on YouTube, listen to people talking the same story. People will watch me on YouTube, then repeat it their way. They watch other people repeat it their way. Everybody on the I'm going to just be honest with you. Everybody on here that was in the industry, our industry, they straight fake, y'all. They are straight fake. Especially if they signed the contract. But see, that's why I tell you. People that don't got a dog in a fight, they don't got nothing to lose. They're going to tell you what it is. So this woman in one little video said so much nobody says. And that's why I tell you, I don't watch them. She said, I believe Pimp C was talking to Jay-Z in that verse. But if you go to the verse, it makes sense. Your girl chose me. He allegedly had her first. You ain't a pimp, big pimpin'. You was a fairy, Russell Simmons. Get it? Pimp C told us about what? Mace. See, he was going in on them. He just didn't want to say certain names. Because Pimp C knew what was up at that time. That's all it is, y'all. That's all it is. No, y'all. Pimp C knew that Jay-Z was an industry dude, bro. Why? Pimp C been in the game since Pocket Full of Stones. He's seen Jay-Z whole career as well. That's why, y'all, I'm also tell you this. New York getting called out on a lot, man. Like, I know a lot of y'all saw that dude Dogface online. Dogface saying a lot of stuff I said already. All right? But like I said, it sound good. What other people say, they can put it on their face. What that dude Dogface saying? Man, New York was the zestiest. He repeated what I said, y'all. What I say? New York brought that zesty behavior to Atlanta. See, this is what I've been doing, y'all. Since they've been shadow banning my channel and blocking my channel, I just been putting my spirit in other people. So some people, when they repeat, I don't care. Because I like to see people say stuff I said already. Because it ain't just me. What'd he say? Man, New York brought that stuff down there. What that dude Dogfish saying? Man, if you pay attention, the zastiest people in this game is from New York. Bingo. Oh, you put it all together now. Why? Because of their daddies, Russell Simmons, Clyde Davis. That's why. No way they're going to escape it. But you have to remember Pimp C knew all this. Pimp C knew all this back then. Why you think Pimp C was telling us about Mace in the truck with TS before TS was popular? Because they always dealt with TS. Those are the ladies they deal with. When they say I like all women. That's what they like. They like all booties. That's they stilo. You thought it was just Eddie Murphy. You thought it was just Teddy Pendergrass. No, it's a Hollywood thing. It's a rich man's game. It's a Hollywood game. If you pay attention to that video, you might see somebody in the back. I'll leave it at that. But I'm going to just throw you right here. Pimp C alleged that Jay-Z was a studio gangster. Why? Jay-Z never spoke about pimping before. He ain't never talked about pimping. What else Pimp C knew? Pimp C knew that Texas was the biggest market. That's something him and Jay Prince always knew. What? In Texas, you're going to sell 1 million units regardless. Why? The Texas connection, which always been there since the beginning of day one. That whole Fort Worth, Dallas, Houston, that whole thing, San Antonio, always been the money. Always. Texas. That's why also New York and LA always fought over Texas market. Or everybody know you don't go platinum unless you got Texas. You know what I'm saying? To go platinum, you need LA, Texas, Chicago, New York. Once you got those cities back there, you was going platinum. So that's what all this was about. So now I want y'all to understand something, because you can see it, guys. Yo, I'm gonna tell this. The thing that made Jay-Z so bad is he the last man standing. That's what makes him so. That's what makes it look bad on him, y'all. It literally looks like everybody had to go one way or another. And you'll see, since he came in 2000, because he was out before 2000, but I marked his beginnings of power 2000, like that 99, 2000. And you'll see they worked the whole map. Even, like I said, when we talk about this Tupac trial, even Suge gone. You know what I'm saying? Meaning everybody people wanted gone is gone, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else still left. Just like in the end, I was able to see what? They wanted Diddy gone. What I say? Somebody wanted Diddy gone. I know that, because I can tell how it went down. I always know what's up. Easy. Why? Everybody don't get the same energy. That's how you know. Everybody does not get, and I'm from the hood, so if we from the hood, we know this. Everybody gets something bad happen to them, but if somebody, nothing bad never happened to them. We all outside together. You see what I'm saying? Years go by. Come on, y'all. I knew that from the streets, man. Some people never go to jail, y'all. Some people never get in trouble. Same way on YouTube. Told y'all, some people could say anything, do anything. You can't do that. Now look, Pimp C was arrested December 2000. So let's go back in history where people didn't understand. Pimp C got locked up right after Big Pimpin'. See how fast time fly? He got a charge after Big Pimpin'. Now he was fighting that trial for 2 years, which was a setback. See that? December 2000 in a Houston mall, later sentenced in 2022. He got in trouble putting a firearm on a female. But what we know, we also know them dudes send females at you. That's how they work in that game. Send a chick at you. The chick whole job is to make you spaz out, do something crazy so you get a charge. December 2000, after Big Pimpin', Pimp C got a charge. Now, he was sentenced in 2002. Now he's going away. He was sentenced to 8 years in prison for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and subsequently probation violation. He served nearly 4 years. Now, this is how I look at it industry-wise. There was no social media. I know the game. Pimp C probably kept talking and talking and talking behind the scenes and talking to certain people, and word got back that Pimp C is a problem. All right? Because, and you got to understand, that's a crucial year, 2000. Crucial year. If certain things would have triggered, let's say if Pimp C would have came out on Jay-Z on some ether, Jay-Z might not have been that far. Everybody was never all fond of Jay-Z, yo. That's a manufactured hype that happened throughout time. Now, like I say, he earned his spot in time, but I'm just saying in the beginning it wasn't like that. Because everybody know who he was already from goddamn Big Daddy Kane days. But I think Pimp C was doing a lot of talking. Now that we know this industry connected, a lot of them are spies. I think Pimp C was talking in some, and this how it went down. Meaning, when he said that stuff about he didn't want to do the song, his ass got locked up after that. It's just a coincidence, but that's what happened. Timeline, y'all. Back to the future. Let's go. Jay-Z didn't come out talking pimp. What they knew? Pimping sold records. What rap tried to tap into? The pimp game. Rap tapped into every culture for money, y'all. Gang culture, pimp culture. But what they were doing were also telling on people, making their ass hot. That's why all the pimps started getting locked up. Right around that time, a lot of pimps started going to jail, getting life. Sure did. Texas was heavy on pimping, y'all. See, that's why Texas going broke now. Let me explain it to you. Texas was the home of cheap-ass drugs, where you always can make money. Hoes, strippers, prostitutes, where you can make a lot of money. That's where the money was at. Them drugs and a woman pimping. Also in Texas, they ain't just pimp chicks in strip clubs. They pimp chicks in domestic situations. Yeah. She gonna work. He gonna have everything. The house. That's what they do down there in Texas. That's what they always did. See, I'm gonna tell you, I can tell you all the truth now. See, let's go to that desert. Texas and California are places where they always had to pimp. All because those are places when you're in that desert, you need women. And one thing about Texas and California, if you don't have a real corporate job, your ass gonna be broke. So Texas is a place where the woman have the good paying corporate jobs and the man don't do nothing, or he might call himself a hustler. Guys, a lot of women got dragged down that was successful in his life. So all I've been trying to do is spark women back up. I know a lot of women are frustrated with men. I know women tired of men crap, and I get it. A lot of dudes are cornballs. I know y'all scared of men. I know that. But the truth is, a lot of dudes in Texas ruin women in LA. Because the truth is, this is facts. Los Angeles, California had the woman that make the most money out of the whole United States. California women made the most money, period, career-wise. And Texas, period. Which means they carried a lot of loads, the men. This is why I say we got an aftermath now. All that wearing a woman down. See, being that everybody want to be a rapper, a street guy, you wore the woman down. Now you're going to see Jay-Z doing the same thing, meaning that was the program. When Jay-Z was with Beyonce, that was just the program. What? The guy that's with the successful woman. But in the end, what they don't get is that successful woman gets worn down. And then what happens is the man can't do nothing for her no more. And then what? She lose everything. That's the formula why it is the way it is, y'all. One day y'all gonna accept it. That's why now your ass is scattered. Let's go. No, it ain't just a tribe of Israel. Your ass scattered right now. Let's go. Ain't no Israel in your ass. Let's go. You're scattered. Meanwhile, let's go. Why you scattered? Because you believe fake shit. That's why. Making a video, Big Pimpin'. Pimp C was sentenced to 8 years in prison in August 2002. So when he caught that charge, December 2000, it had him distracted for damn near 2 years. 2002, Pimp C got, so what happens is, when Pimp C got in trouble, it slowed the group down. And that's why if you really pay attention, you did not see no real UGK stuff since back then. So I told you, being at the drugs and the high, liquor over with, that's what I think. I think the whole purpose of Jay-Z and Diddy giving out all that liquor is so one day y'all gonna forget everything. I think that was part of it too. I think that was part of all that liquor being flushed. So one day we just be drunk alcoholics, forget everything. And then they'll be healthy and shape, drinking smoothies, and we be all messed up. But it didn't pan out that way. Because I'm just telling, what one thing I keep trying to tell these people is, it's the new generations. It's the generations that was not raised on Jay-Z. It is the generations that are not fond of Jay-Z and Beyonce. It is people that love Pimp C. It is other people that just young. Everybody young wants to know, why did they do this to these people? Why did they do this to Big? Why did they do this to Pop? Everybody, see, since we've been screaming these names for so long, the young generation is hurt and they want to understand, well, why did this stuff happen to them? And they've been the ones going back and all this stuff. And they're the ones saying, man, this hip-hop stuff is demonic. Man, they did this. They down with this. They did this. Them saying all that. So I kept telling them, old heads, don't try to convince me. You're not going to convince the young heads. What else is a young head in this game? A new set of young heads in this game. Who's that? All the people that didn't grow up off of rap. If you didn't grow up off rap, it's the best entertainment ever. If you didn't grow up off rap, not only is it entertaining, you also can make money off it. Because it's some entertaining deep. It's deep. If you had nothing to do with black culture rap, it is very deep and demonic and wicked. But this is the thing I want y'all to get. Everything we're doing now happened already. When YouTube first started, it was whistleblowers on here. That's how all this stuff started. What you call truth tellers, they originally called whistleblowers. They were exposed. You want to make it about race? Well, it was so-called light skin. Get it? People coming on here exposing light skinned people. They were exposing all foul behavior. But see, your culture, it be sleep and they late. So about 15 years later, they call themselves truth tellers. But the truth already been told already. So let's go. We'll get back to Pimp C. Kelly Rowland showing them cakes, y'all. She giving the brothers a sneak peek. She giving the brothers a sneak peek of that bubble. Yeah, that's what I call that, a bubble. Slim with a booty, that's a bubble. Yeah. She showing them cakes, y'all. Now that called Kelly Rowland trying to be relevant again, y'all. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, when you've been out the game so long, what I told you, man, they got to take them clothes off. All them chicks got to take their clothes off. One way or another, if they want to be relevant, they better get freaky. You got it now? When I say they better be what? All right. You see them rainbow colors, don't you? And they better be rainbow and they better be freaky. Because when she's showing them buns, y'all, that ain't just for men. Get it right, bro. That's not just for men. Told you they got to get freaky, brother. So, in this game, you're not relevant. See, it's also psychological. This is a sad part that's really for real, though. They look at it like this, right? A lot of y'all are freaks. Y'all don't pay attention. You slow in the brain, incompetent. You don't respect real talent anyway, but you love some flesh. So they understand by showing you flesh, you like that. And you pay attention. That's all it is. So she knows by doing that, got him. This is called promotion for the new Destiny Child album that's coming out. Kelly Rowland showing them cakes. I ain't mad at her. Any woman want to showing their cakes, I'm okay with it. All right, you want to show woman empowerment by showing them buns? It's okay. Hey, I hope this be a fad for women, hopefully. Women, y'all got to start this fad back because when men started the fad of dresses, it got out of control. Thanks to Andre 3000. See that idiot? I know it's a kilt. He was wearing it as a goddamn skirt. Stop. And he is the grandfather of the weirdos. Young Thug was number Andre 3000, but you gave Andre 3000 a pass. I will tell y'all, I never was fond of Andre 3000. Meaning, I didn't hate him, but to me, now, as far as his music was on point. Meaning, I got nothing against his music, but his style was always weirdo to me. Sorry. I ain't never liked the way his ass dressed. I ain't like none of his style. Never. Never. Not once. Not once. Big Boy, yeah. I respect Big Boy. But Andre, he always been a weirdo to me, y'all, and I always knew he was a cross-dresser. And I also know anybody been with Erykah Badu, he gonna put some fingers in you. Yeah. I already knew that. Erykah's gonna flip your ass. Period. So, see Andre 3000 weirdo? Here go your hero, Atlanta. That's why y'all grew up to be just like him. But everybody in Texas, you a fake-ass pimp. You thought you were Pimp C in your head, fool. No, y'all. Hip-hop make you a clown. Can you now see how everybody's a clown? Which one are you, bro? Are you Andre 3000? Are you Pimp C? Which one inspired you, fool? Was it Jay-Z? All right, let's go. Kelly Rowland showing them cakes. Ladies, can you please bring showing cakes back? All right. We need this. If y'all want to save the world, y'all got to start showing cakes. Period. Cakes and cleavage. I think that's the only thing gonna fix this. Y'all have let everybody show more body parts than y'all. It's not fair. All right. Everybody does not want to be zesty, y'all. All right. Everybody just it's okay, man. But I just feel like it was a campaign against straight people. I think it was a campaign to make straight people fall off the map. That's what I think, y'all. So I'm just saying, man, bring the booty back, woman, please. All right. We just getting started, y'all. We just getting started. It's called Wake and Bake, bro. It's called Wake and Bake. We about to get into it. Shout out to the chat. We up this morning. What's up, Miss B. Lloyd? She said seriously. That's right. Damn right. See, it was a joke. See the game, y'all. Look, let's look at the game. Let me show you how this mind game worked. It's a mind game. This is what happened. Now, woman, remember y'all were getting shamed for showing y'all body? No, remember before? Let's look at it now. Women now are doing the most horrid stuff. But back in the day, women was always called hoes. Y'all would call hoes because y'all just had tight pants. No, stuff like that. Now you see it? Everybody had energy calling women hoes and thoughts and freaks. But when other people start doing it, zesty people start being, they didn't get no slander, did they? Told you, man. You ever see anybody call a man a freak, a hoe? Get it? No, they were shaming women. But nobody else got shamed. Tell you it was a trick, y'all. I ain't never believe that stuff. So I'm just saying all that because now, woman, you got to do extra stuff just to be seen. That's what it's about. Y'all know Kelly Rowland ain't never do this. But it's highly competitive now. So let's go back to the West Coast. Now, y'all know the other day I was just talking about Dre on Saturday. And I talk about how Dre was actually successful. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel, but my whole point with Dre is he don't try to prove a point to nobody that he's this guy. And I also threw it at the people what they don't get. See, you're from an era of them getting money, taking money. They gave them everything they got. And I went into how Dre showed you that after they give you the money, you're supposed to be able to prove you're going to make them money. And I spoke about how in the end, Dr. Dre proved to Jimmy Iovine he could put money in his pocket. What else everybody forget? Man, that was 2014, fool. You mean Dre was a billionaire 12 years ago? But they just kept talking about one guy. One guy that sold everything, cashed out to get the 2.5. Another thing I threw at y'all. Y'all still don't see this. How the hell is everybody's net worth the same within the past 5 years? Everybody has the same net worth. It didn't go up or down. How is that? Fake numbers is also fake net worth. It's not just fake views. All their numbers be fake. One way or another. Or it's a roundabout figure. See, you can have 1.8, but you can still stretch it to 2.5. You can do stuff like that. Yeah, that's the stuff they do, y'all. And I'm saying that for a reason. This guy made you forget that Dr. Dre was the first billionaire 12 years ago. Because why? Dr. Dre don't rap. Now, I'm saying all that because I just spoke about Dre on Saturday. Dre comes out to do some more talking. What Dre said? Dre was speaking on all the stuff I've been speaking on, y'all. Dre was speaking on people that don't really got talent and they not creators like that. Dr. Dre, the legendary hip-hop producer and performer, sees AI as another tool in the music tech toolbox. Akin to synthesizers, and asserted that only people who have trouble creating are afraid of AI. And that is the truth. Why? People that's not creators, y'all, the robot's going to take their ass out. So now you see when I said it's humans against AI. I'm a creator. I'm always create. You can steal, copy, don't matter to me. I'm going to stay creating. And then I'm going to always trash you thieves. I say that because Dr. Dre telling y'all exactly what I said, man. We're in a world of creativity. And if you either you got it or you don't. See, everybody want to be a YouTuber, but they're not creators. Now you see why I told you the difference between content. See, a guy that just talk about topics all day, breaking news, that's not content creating, y'all. Let me show you content creating. This is called content creating. You ever heard this topic before? Contracting? No. That's called original content. That's called creating. When I have to sit down and think of something exclusive, original, that's creating. If I just talk about a topic, I'm just doing a reaction video. What somebody, hey yo, all y'all that do reaction videos, somebody dish y'all. You know what they said? So you mean to tell me you guys watch videos, other people watching videos? Yup. You don't know that means you're an idiot, did you? Y'all do that stuff. You watch a guy that steals from somebody else. That's not content. He's a thief. They say you guys are so slow, you watch people watching the video. No, that's not creating, y'all. That's why YouTube is trash. Your people are not creators. They're thieves. All right? They're thieves and bootleggers. I'm going to keep stressing it because Dr. Dre said it. People that are afraid of AI, they're not creators. People that scared of talent is not creators. People that's not original are scared because they have to maintain their spot. Now, let's go. Creativity always wins, y'all. The only way to be rich, you got to be creative. The only way to be successful, you got to be creative. You got to be original. As long as you ain't original, you just another bootleg CD in the deck. Founders of the Aftermath record label and co-founder and CEO of Apple Beats said that he doesn't see AI as a threat. In an interview alongside his longtime business partner, Jimmy Iovine, which was published yesterday. Dr. Dre dropped this news yesterday. I think the only people that see AI as a threat are people who have trouble creating. People who are not original are the only people scared of AI. Got it? What do I tell you, regular people? I said at your job, make sure you're the best at your job. You got to make it where AI can't replace you. It is us against AI. Because if you're not smarter than AI, AI will win. AI wins automatically. That's how it works. Didn't I go through all that? Haven't y'all been watching AI videos? Tell the truth. Are not AI videos better than humans? So like I said, I know what's up. What I got to explain these things. So I want people to be educated in the future. Because I learned that y'all don't know entertainment like that. I do streaming. This also could be a podcast. This also could be a radio show. That's my lane. Off camera. That's my lane. Off camera. Now you got people that do what? You got people do interviews. That's different content. You got people do reactions. That's different content. You got people that just do nothing and just talk. Do goofy stuff. That's content, but get it? My point is, I know a lot of y'all prefer AI videos. Why? They're more professional. They're more put together. They're straight to the point. Meaning, I know for a fact y'all been choosing AI over humans. Why? Humans getting corny. What humans don't understand? When they so repetitive with their boringness, it make you want to watch an exclusive AI video with no humans. They also don't understand that. Now, y'all get what I was saying? People have flooded this shit with their personality so much, you get tired of seeing people's face, and you just want to see an AI video because you don't got to see nobody's face, you don't got to hear nobody's voice, and you don't get the same opinions and same behavior, right? And people that do AI videos, the real ones, they do real research, real work, real graphics, real editing, real everything. And I know for a fact, a lot of y'all have been preferring AI videos over humans. Why? Humans are boring and corny. I know it been happening. Trust me. Same way I know if I ain't got nothing going on this show, I'll be finished too. Because that's just how it works. All right? That's just what it is. Try to tell them what the world we in. You'll see everybody still operating off the phone era. They still think it's who posts the content first. Meanwhile, they don't understand the consumer sees the same topic 100 times a day. They stupid, y'all. Dr. Dre says the only people who see AI as a threat are those who have trouble creating. Guys, you're not creators no more. Let me tell you about Dr. Dre talent, which I don't get in you. Because you know the word is, Dr. Dre make a lot of those beats. Guys, did you know picking hits is a talent alone within itself? When I can hear a beat or hear a song and know if it's a hit or not off the rip, 10 minutes. No, excuse me, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. When I know it's a hit or it got potential or it needs some more work. No, knowing hit records is a talent within itself. So when you know hit records, I know what I want already. I need that sound. I need that drum. No, just right there, that right there, boom, 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 boom. That's a talent within itself, y'all. No, Dr. Dre is a musical genius. He is a creator. And that's why I wanted the people to get. We're not talking about humans of personal life, y'all. I know y'all like to talk about people's personal life. I'm talking to youngsters. You want to study somebody's creativity, you study Dr. Dre, all right? Because the thing I respect about Dre, he didn't try to prove to us he always the top dude. He didn't try to prove to us he's the gangster. He's the top smart. He didn't do that. Dr. Dre just made goddamn music. When he finished making music, he got out the way, got into business. But Dr. Dre still watches. He love hip hop. So he basically telling y'all, a lot of y'all not creators anyway, and y'all don't got no talent. It's the truth. Just like I'm pretty sure he's not inspired to do nothing. Then nobody never looked at that. So Dr. Dre said, I had a discussion with a few people a few days ago. They were against AI. And I'm like, okay, you sound like the person that would have been against the drum machine when it came out, or synthesizers. It's a new tool for creativity. Some people are afraid of learning new things. Now, this is what I will say. It ain't for everybody. And if you do deal with AI, you got to know how to deal with it, because AI is a thief. Yes, it is. But like he said, you got to know how to use it. All right? So, my whole point of the whole spiel, Dr. Dre is a billionaire because he was a creator, y'all. What's a creator? Well, I was a world-class wrecking crew, R&B group. Then I went to hip-hop, gangster rap, made money off that, switched it up again. Then I brought out Snoop. Then after that, I left music alone and started dealing with this thing called technology nobody was doing. Bring out this stuff called Beats for Dre. Make money off that, made more money off that than my whole rap career. Creator. After that, what they see, monkey do. I'm going to get some headphones. I'm going to make some headphones. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I got this company. I'm going to get me $1 billion like Dre. See, I told you that's how I started. Guys, I always give credit where it's due, y'all, because I'm raised on West Coast too. I am a straight hybrid. The same way I'm raised on Big Daddy Kane, EPMD, and Rakim, the same way I'm raised on Easy and Dr. Dre. See what I'm saying? But I know for a fact my history is the first cursing record I ever had was goddamn from the West Coast. See what I'm saying? The West Coast is the home of talking ish. See that? That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. But I'm like, y'all claim y'all this and that. Y'all don't even know about talking ish. The West Coast is the home of talking ish. That's what they do. But it's love. You know what I'm saying? Trash each other. Because when you from places where people die any day easy, man, joking ain't nothing. That's what they do. That's the home of talking ish. Then on Easy Record, they got a song called Talking Ish. So I told you, I'm raised in that. Talking ish. Don't mean nothing. We're just talking shit. So my point is, y'all, Dr. Dre showed you success for music, man. He showed you that. He kept it music. When it wasn't music no more, what'd he do? Walked away. He let Snoop be Crip by himself. See that? You can see it all now, right? All right. But you're going to see, some way or another, everybody followed Dr. Dre's steps. Now, I went through all that to say what? Everybody knows Bad Boy was made to be like Death Row, because that boy Dre and Suge and them damn videos they were making, the way they took rap, no, I know what they did. I say, it was all Warner Brothers. See, they took hip-hop and turned it into a movie. That's what Death Row did. See what I'm saying? They made that shit a movie, y'all. See what I'm saying? I know that. I'm a young kid watching the videos, man. They made it a movie. Something that was never done. That was the advantage they had of Hollywood. Now let me show you the creativity and the smarts. Okay, New York. Y'all rock the crowd. Y'all rock the show, New York. Y'all got that. We're going to bring the visuals to this thing. We're going to bring the visuals. We're going to take videos to other levels y'all never went to. See that? That's what they did. We're going to have our shows like none of y'all shows. Theatrics. West Coast did that, y'all. Try to tell you that, man. So when I tell you that, when you pay attention, nobody followed their roots at all. They couldn't even copy it. Nobody from LA could follow their steps. They couldn't. I know when I say Long Beach, I put it with LA too. I'm just saying, I know my shit. Nobody came close. It was just a bunch of replica knockoffs, y'all. See, that's why I say if you wasn't around at that time, you don't know how that West Coast shit took over. Meaning, I ain't gonna say West Coast, I'm talking about them alone. Nah, they inspired East Coast, y'all. We gotta make our own Death Row, Bad Boy Records. And Diddy them said it. They said it. They tried to make Bad Boy like Death Row. All right, so y'all got all this stuff now. Understand that and respect something. You see how Dr. Dre just stay out the way? That's why I tell y'all with Reggie. It's cool. Everybody can clown, whatever. How you feel about Reggie? That's your personal opinion. But the facts are the facts. Reggie was right there. You know what I'm saying? So he's part of the history. Even if Reggie go out as the villain, he's still part of the legacy. You can't take it from him. Even if he's the villain. See what I'm saying? He part of it. So he got a right to talk his junk. Period. He was there. It's a difference, y'all. So I'm saying all that because everybody talk about Diddy and Jay-Z. That's cool. But they were inspired by the West Coast. Why you think Dre said, hey, Jay, write me some bars? I'm about to do this chronic joint. Write this. I need you to do this Still Dre for me. See what I'm saying? And he also showed, hey, Jay, remember I got you to write that verse for me? I also got that billion before you too, sir. Yeah. And then Jay had to catch up. Jay always know what's up. Dr. Dre was Jay-Z's real competitor. That's who his competitor really was. Got it? No, the East Coast was won by money games. Y'all know damn well the West Coast never played the money game. Or what? Who got the most money? They didn't play that game. They didn't play that game, got the most money. So I told you, East Coast, you was going to be turned into turkey gobblers because the plan was you're going to look up the men for 30 years because of how much money they got. And that's all that happened. Because as history goes on, I told you, the glory's in the end. You can't pay for glory, y'all. Glory is organic. The East Coast had the money backing. That's why they beat the South. That's why they beat the West. The West didn't have access to that money like them. And not only the money, also the industry connections. See, the West Coast never had access to all those industry connections. The South never had all those industry connections. They didn't have all those rich other races behind them. They did. That's why I told you they're the Yankees. So here you got it, man. Time moves on. Let's move on. We'll get back to that on a recap. Now we got to get into this, y'all. I got the facts for y'all today. So y'all know 50 and Rick Ross been going back and forth. Yes, they are both hilarious. Now, I'm not going to lie. Y'all know I've been the main one telling you I be keeping them scores, right? And I told you that 50 was up. But Rick Ross striked another point yesterday. Rick Ross got a point. Now, there's two things in this story. Rick Ross is trolling 50 Cent, saying his sneakers flopped. But 50 also saying that he's not dropping no new music because he don't want to rap until 60. And 50 saying that rap is a young man's game. But this the thing. Rick Ross saying, oh, no, you don't, 50. No. Rick Ross saying 50, drop that album. Drop a new album. See that? Rick Ross saying 50. Nah, don't talk about you clown my album. You drop an album now, 50. That's what Rick Ross saying. Yeah. But this the other side of it. The word is, the conversation is about the G-Unit sneakers. Did they sell out? Did they not? How many y'all saw on the channel? How many y'all saw YouTubers posting Rick Ross clowning 50 Cent sneakers? Here's the facts, y'all. They did sell out. They sold out. They sold out. Hold up. Telling folks how much money and riches you have is crazy. Just make sure target for folks that ain't got it like that. Exactly. But that was their gimmick. You know what I'm saying, y'all? The dream had to be sold. The money is in the dream. So the dream is, I got money. You can get some too. Be just like me. See that? That's why you're gonna see, guys, replicas. Dudes from Texas thought they was Pimp C. Dudes from New York. So saying that whole concept, y'all, of men without fathers, that shit is deep. They knew this science. The rich people, they know this. It's a God. This is science, facts, analytics. They knew that from the '60s. They've been when they started their welfare program. They knew everything that was gonna happen, y'all. A child, a young man without a mentor, nobody to look up to will look up to anybody. They knew that. Why you think it's in the story, y'all? You come outside, you look up to who? The drug dealer. You look up to what? The pimp. You look up to what? The gangster. You look up to what? The dude out of jail. That's the hood formula. They took that, put it in rap. Put it in rap. Got a lot of fathers for y'all. That's why I kept telling these idiots. When y'all sitting around calling people uncle, you just fit the stereotype that you's a dummy and you ain't got no real uncle. Because that's part of the stereotype. You ain't got no daddy. You ain't got no uncle. So you call entertainers uncle because you an idiot. You look up to people that's not you. You look up to people because you ain't had that. That's why I say rap didn't affect me like other people. I had fathers, grandfathers, big brothers. It was never that for me, man. It's different. But I understand if you was that young baby boy, you just had your mom and whatever you had going on, and all you had was these figures, I get it. But bro, a lot of y'all are traumatized, man. If you never been sat down by a grown-ass man, young, sat on the bed, sit your ass down and talk to you for a minute. You ain't never had that? God, bro, you gonna have an issue when you get older. You ain't never had no man chastise you growing up? Never? You gonna be a certain way, bro. My pop whipped my ass at 7. I still remember that ass whipping. Tell you, man, my pops whipped my ass for lying, bro. Straight up, 2nd grade. With an extension cord. But I ain't never, that's why I ain't with that lying stuff. He whipped it out my ass. Straight up. I was being fake back then. So I told you, everything people doing, I don't do no more. I was fake back in the day. I was young. Fake as hell. Lying, getting caught, whipped my ass, y'all. I needed that. I'd have been a bitch. No, y'all. Grandfather. Scared he gonna knock me upside the back of my head. No, y'all, that shit for real. Bro, when you don't have a man in your life, you will grow up to be a bitch, whether you know it or not. Sir, you will. You will. This is a double whammy, see? You're going to grow up not having a man, and then you're going to get tricked to hate women. Then you're going to be all mixed up, bro. Why? You also never saw a man with a woman. You ain't been around no marriages. You don't even know what a marriage is. So even if I ain't married, damn, at least I still see my mother married. I still see my grandmother, grandfather married. Still see my older brothers married. I seen marriage. I know what marriage is. Some of y'all never saw it. Your whole life, bro. Single mom, single mom, single mom. You're going to grow up to be a bitch. It's in the storyline. That's why in the 60s, they wanted all your people in that welfare system. Because one day we're going to be their goddamn parents. They ain't going to have no parents. Got it? And that's why to this day, that same system controls your brain. They control the artist control your brain. That's why Megan Glorilla rap in front of what? Clinics, Plan B. Everything y'all do is based on rap, because rap is y'all program of people that don't have what? Parents and family. And they knew in the end, the more y'all detach from y'all family, the more y'all gonna look up the rappers. These are the things I was telling you. Like when y'all were on y'all timelines, y'all didn't know they were trolling y'all. They were trolling us. Haha, y'all don't got no family. They be with all they kids, family taking pictures. Haha, y'all. That everything they did was to torment you, and at the same time look up to them as greatness. Haha, y'all ain't got no family. Y'all gonna praise our family. You gonna know our whole family members. You gonna know the mama. You gonna know the mama, the grandmother, the daughter, the first child. You gonna know everybody, but you ain't got no family. Haha. Y'all ain't got no marriages. We gonna show all our marriages. We gonna show all our love affairs. You ain't got that. Ha. That's what all that shit was about on the gram, y'all, to torment your ass. Torment you and give you something to look up to as a grown-up. So after that, you start thinking you jayz, Beyonce. Now you want to get married because they married, got nothing to do with no love. You want to get married because you want a nice house. Told you, man, y'all all got played. And that's why I tell you, you got to grow up out of it. Men and women. Now I'm saying all that because this culture is a bunch of lies. That if you don't grow up out of it, you will be a clown. I'll put my life on that. So here's the facts, y'all. 50 Cent G-Unit sneakers did sell out. Now, I saw this story yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. When Rick Ross was clowning them and baking them, and 50 said they sold out, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I don't know if they sold out, 50. You saying they sold out that fast? So I don't know about that, 50. But today, I had to do my homework. Them shit sold out, y'all. Back to school. What else people forgot? 50 still got those original G Unit fans. Because of what? Power. Plus, 50 got a new generation. But I told y'all they are classic collectibles. They are. 50 Cent responds to Rick Ross after making an appearance on Versus and re-releasing his G Unit sneaker. So, Rick Ross was joking on the sneaker. Y'all know 50 was joking on Rick Ross, not selling a lot of records. Let's go. It's a double layer in this story we're going to get into. Because Rick Ross saying, all right, 50, drop some new music now. 50 said, man, I ain't trying to be rapping the 60s. That's for the young dudes. Rick Ross said, 50, drop some new music. You making excuses. Let's go. That's why I say they funny. But they keeping the hip-hop. They keeping it entertaining, y'all. Here you got it, y'all. Here go the facts. Guess what? I ain't gonna lie. All major companies were sold out. Only ones left is like two websites. Check it out. Reebok G Unit men's, white, blue, and red, $130. So all the sizes that's left. I ain't believe it. I ain't gonna lie. I did not. I ain't trying to call 50 no lie. When he said they were sold out, in my mind, I was like, they sold out. 50, I know you ain't making shit up, bro. They sold out for real, y'all. See that? Now you see what I tell you about how hip-hop culture is? Now what this mean? Anybody that posted 50 Cent as a liar, anybody that posted Rick Ross joking on 50 not selling no sneakers, that's called fake news. See how I try to tell you how you get caught up? Fake news, y'all. They did sell out. See that? Now look, that's one company. Because these only companies that had them left. Not no Foot Lockers, none of that. This all that. Say if I had to buy a pair, or I want to buy a pair for my son, and I'll go to look for them, it was no other ones, but these sites right here. Y'all know about stock. Only 7 left. See that? I underlined it. 7 left. And they boost the price up, 147. Them joints sold out for real, y'all. See how life work? Told you, man, don't believe everything you hear, everything you see, especially not online. Most people are liars now. Or they just making up stuff and they don't have no facts. Most people are only making content because they need money. Not for entertainment, not for good work. It's because they need $1. And they can't wait to stream the KVD trial today. Reebok G Unit, G6, 50 Cent. Bingo. What it say? Only 9 pairs left in this size. That's another site sold out, y'all. Now, I don't know how it happened, but they sold out. Guys, everybody forget 50 Cent and G Unit had a real following, which means if you a person that bought them before, you're going to buy them again. Then you got the new generation. So you got to understand, people, 50 see, this is why everybody's so mixed up in this. If we all, that rap stuff is one chapter. I gave you the play. 50 learned from the best. He learned from the best, y'all. Who he learned from? Dr. Dre. What 50 do? Rebrand himself with film. So in reality, to me, 50 is more film than music. And for real, I don't like 50 doing music. Because music, that rap stuff make you a clown. Reason why I say that with 50, I'm going to give it to him like this. See, the problem with 50 Cent is this. He keep dealing with them old cats he used to deal with. See, I like to see 50 doing his own thing by himself. So when he was doing the film, when he does Power, he's by himself. When 50 start coming back to rap, here we go. I don't want to see him doing all that clown stuff. Meaning, now he's going to be back with Ebro, Fabulous, the rest of these. Bro, I don't see it. You with Tyrese. Come on, 50, you with Tyrese? 50, what are you doing with Tyrese? You don't get 50, them guys ruin your brand, sir. They're ruining your brand. Stay away from them. So here you got it. 50 already evolved 10 years ago into Power. So he don't got to rap. But he evolved. If he didn't evolve from rap, he probably would be finished. But he learned from the best. You got to find new money. You got to be a what? Creator. 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 Got it? Creation. It takes work. So I said that because Power, all of them, he got his own fan base from all of that. So the young generation that didn't grow up on G Unit, now they got a chance to get the sneakers. Now I'm gonna show you something else. Hold up, where the other one at? Hold up. Right here, check this out. Here go a classic one. You see how much it costs? $1,500. $1,500. Remember when I told you if I had them, I wouldn't wear them? Bingo. $1,500. $1,559 to be exact. Brand new. Collectibles. Told you they collectibles. A lot of sneakers are collectibles. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Now, y'all got the facts. They did sell out. Ha ha ha. Anybody that said 50 sneakers didn't sell out, anybody that posted it, anybody that whatever laughed, straight liars. All right, I'm gonna just call them out right now because I ain't got time to play with none of them. Another one of the big cappers and big frauds on here is that urban politics dude. He's a fraud too. Yeah, he's another fraud. Let's go. The dudes that post the most are the worst with content. Honestly, 50 Cent trolls Rick Ross and Ebro with the G Unit Reeboks sold out. So he trolled Ebro and Rick Ross. But Rick Ross saying this, all right, 50, your sneakers sold out, whatever. When you gonna drop that album? So now Rick Ross is saying something. You tell me your opinion on this. It's something I already spoke about. When I spoke about music doesn't have an age. Rick Ross has been beefing with 50 Cent for years and years. A battle that just won't let up. Most recently, they've been clashing over album sales and releases. The relaunch of G Unit's Reebok G6 sneaker and a few other narratives here and there. 50 Cent already trolled Rick Ross with his success, and the Maybach Music Group mogul is still trying to get a point on the board. As caught by DJ Academics on Instagram, Ross took the IG story to respond to 50 Cent saying he won't that 50 Cent won't drop more albums. He had told Ebro that hip-hop is connected to youth culture and that no one should be trying to be the hottest in the game when they're older. So his points is 2 points in one. Now Rick Ross saying 50 dropped some music. So with Rick Ross saying that ain't no excuse, 50. You supposed to make music. Now this is what Rick Ross said right here. And then I'm going to give my opinion. Rick Ross said, I saw Curtis Jackson get on and say he ain't doing no more music. And it makes sense for the music he makes. Trying to say he makes trash music. He could run whatever. So Rick Ross calling 50 out saying he running. But Bun B just hit the stage. The South won't let Bun B start rapping. If Pimp C was alive, we wouldn't let Pimp C start rapping. They could put out albums to the 85. That's how it go when the streets love you. When the culture needs you and you bring something that can't be duplicated, F what your age is. Now, I agree on that part. This is my whole point. Now let me clarify it. Because these are the things I've already been talking about. When I said music is music, y'all. Music don't have no age. But see, I'm going to tell y'all what their problem is. They still on that industry stuff. So being that they still, it's like a lot of them don't want to acknowledge it, accept it. That industry is over, but y'all brought industry behavior to online. In a time where industry behavior is not accepted and nobody cares. Because they are only supposed to be worried about their fans. So the truth is this. When Rick Ross put out that album for his fans, he was supposed to do that. 50 trolling Rick Ross over his sales was really 50 just trolling. because in reality, nobody's going to sell a lot of records like that that's older. It's just like back in the day. When the older groups make their albums, we ain't buying it like that, but they got to still put out albums for their fans, right? So we know that, like, if Tina Turner was still around when we young and she's still putting out records in the 80s, even though she's from the 60s. That's how it goes. You got to still supply your fans. If you have a real core fan base, you have to feed your fans. Got it? Those are facts. But see, what happened is 50 played a dirty game with Rick Ross because we're in a new era. The hood is gone, and nobody's buying music like that. So 50 still took that time to troll Rick Ross about his album sales, when in reality, it ain't like Rick Ross was going to do so much anyway. You get it? Because nobody's doing nothing. But what he's saying to 50, that ain't no excuse for not making no music, no new music. He's right about that. So 50, now Ross put in your court. Now, in this beef back and forth, I think 50 up 3-1. But Rick Ross is right about that. 50, you got to drop some new music, sir. Because for real, 50, you are supposed to have some new music to go through and relaunch of them sneakers. Yes. All right? Meaning 50, what's the use of being around Yayo, Uncle Murder, if y'all ain't dropping no new music? Might as well, right? All right. So now 50, Rick Ross challenge you, saying you running, you scared. He said you don't hit that booth, bro. They scared to flop. But I'm going to be honest, y'all, it ain't a flop no more. Everything is different. Let me prove it to you. Ain't YouTube different? All numbers are different. I'm going to tell you this on YouTube right now. I'm going to throw this at y'all real quick, especially content creators. I did my homework. I've been doing my analytics, so this is what I know for a fact on my channel. Videos with lower numbers like this, boom. I got videos with 3,000 views less than that video. The views with the lesser views made more money than videos with more views. These are facts. Because that's the new shit. Remember I told y'all it's all on the type of content you putting out, or not just the type. It's a lot with it. See, people want to listen and try to follow the wave. It don't work like that. Everybody's channel's different. The video is based on a lot of stuff. Your topic, what you're putting out, how you put it out, what you're talking about, a word you said, this and that. You can do a whole live and one word can mess up your live. And the trick is you don't even know what the word could have been. Meaning, the truth is, they got it set with this algorithm going to pick what it is. So these are facts. I know my video going to be slow, but this also what I know. My videos with the least numbers make more money than my other videos. These are facts because I did my own study. So let's say this video got 10,000 views. I ain't make nothing off that. It could be a video I made 5,000 views. I made more money off the shit with 5,000 than one say 10,000. That's why I told them all. You can go live all day. It don't matter how long you go. It don't mean nothing. It don't matter how long your video is. It don't matter. None of that don't mean nothing no more. See that? Because it's about certain things the advertiser's looking for, and I'm not going to tell nobody nothing. I told you, I know how my system works. It ain't about views no more, y'all. It's not. It's about advertising. It's about who's actually tapped in. Why it ain't about views? Because at this point, other things are more important now. Quality. My people from the street. My people that know business. Quality over quantity. That will always be this channel. Quality, not quantity. I can do videos all freaking day, but I'll get bored myself. I can take a live and bust it down all day. I don't got to chase money. Quantity over, you get it? They putting out quantity, I'm putting out quality. The stuff I'm talking about. I got to say that because everybody has everything mixed up, and I got to bring y'all back to where it's about. They've been playing games. Now, 50, you have been blessed by the industry, but you still online playing industry games, sir. And I'm going to say this to you, 50, and everybody else. Y'all need to stop sitting down doing interviews. Guys, interviews are industry behavior. Interviews are played out. Meaning, when you 50 Cent, interviews are played out, sir. How many times you going to sit on these platforms, 50? When in reality, 50, all you got to do is hit your live button, sir. Meaning, If I'm going to listen to 50 Cent, I'm going to listen when he hit the live button. When 50 Cent on somebody else's platform, I ain't listening because I don't want to hear Ebro. 50 Cent on the Breakfast Club, I don't want to hear Charlamagne. Do y'all get it now? Y'all are still doing industry stuff that nobody cares about. Now, same thing I'm going to say about academics. Academics, you've been grinding YouTube. Now, academics, you're going to see this. When you sat down with Charlamagne, your energy ain't the same no more. Because you understand the industry people, and they soak up your energy. So academics, when you sat down with Charlamagne to do that little interview, I'm going to be honest, that shit was corny. It was corny. It was boring now. Why? It was some industry crap. See that industry corny stuff. Trying to get situated. We're going to regulate the cameras and stuff. Guys, stop tooting your own horn. People don't care about industry behavior no more, y'all. Please get that through your head. Nobody cares about industry no more. They don't. So, like I said, if 50 got something to tell me, I'll listen to him when he go live. Other than that, I tell you what I do. You see this woman going live talking about goddamn Pimp C and Jay-Z? I tell you what I do. That's the stuff I watch. I watch everybody except industry people. That's why I tell all content creators, keep doing your thing. Now, when I'm talking about interviews, I'm not talking about content creators. Content creators that do interviews, that's y'all lane. Y'all supposed to do that. I'm talking about industry people. Still going to Breakfast Club. That shit corny. I don't hear nothing you're talking about. Plus, it's just played out, y'all. It's corny. So 50 is what I'm telling 50. 50, you was already doing your thing, meaning you got the G units, you got the film, you don't got to sit on no whack-ass platform. 50, you can use your Instagram for other things except for just trolling. Meaning, do your own damn interviews, sir. Even though I understand some of these are obligations. You know what I'm saying? It's an obligation. So you might got to do the Apple Music. You got to do Apple, the music, but they still want you to do the interview. So I get it. But I'm telling all of them. Industry interviews are corny and played out, y'all. They're horrible. They're trash. Corny, scripted. Talk about this, talk about... It's corny, man. So they need to just stop. Nobody want to hear their mouth or see their face, y'all. So this is my point, 50. You could be popping. You could be lit. You got the G on the sneakers. But when you sit down with Ebro, man, that shit turned me off, bro. Told you, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear Ebro's mouth. I don't want to hear his mouth, y'all. Straight up. So I'm telling them all, y'all wasting time talking to these clowns. They're nobodies. They're not hip-hop. It's a New York thing. So I always understand they have to do these things for New York. Yes, New York has its own fan base, its own belief system, and they have to perform for New Yorkers. That's all it is. 50, leave these clowns alone. And I'm saying that because when I saw 50 Cent with this guy, I was disappointed. This guy with Clarice. 50, you getting all that whack juice on you, sir. Because you still around these entertainers, bro. I know what happened. Let's go back, 50. Remember you dropped the Reckoning? Everybody was against you, sir. But now you hanging back with Diddy friends. That's not a good look, 50. Not a good look, bro. If I was new, I kept telling these guys, if I was from New York, I would be so far away from everybody in that damn industry. I would be a goddamn industry loner. I would be an industry loner, straight up. I wouldn't be with none of them. Because now 50, you got that whack juice on you. You standing next to a man that ran from child support, a man that don't have a career no more, a man that has nothing, living in Atlanta, don't got his LA house, he's finished. You standing with him, 50. So I'm just telling you, 50, if you want me to buy your support, I can't. If you keep doing, I can't do it. You're running with clowns, bro. Just being honest. Meaning, when you was doing your film at first, you wasn't rocking with them, keep the same energy. Don't go back to these industry clowns because you're going to be a clown, 50. Yeah, that's why Rick Ross playing with you. Because why? 50 came on stage with Joe. He came out doing the verses. When he came out doing the verses, he left himself open to be critiqued by Rick Ross. Because I'm going to be for real. In my opinion, that verses, hey, no, 50. You still doing industry stuff, sir. So I'm going to tell 50 this too. Don't make it look like, bro, you just want a Diddy gone so you can, like, take the role. Y'all got to stop this shit, y'all. Because at this point, y'all not being consistent. You're not being consistent. You're not being consistent. You see what I'm saying? The industry stuff is lame, y'all. Let's go. So, Rick Ross saying 50. Are you going to drop an album? No excuses. So now, the ball is in 50 court, but before we had to go there, when Rick Ross clowned the G-Unit sneaker, the joke's on Rick Ross because they sold out. They sold out. It's facts. They sold out. So 51 in that department. They sold out, y'all. You see it right here. Meaning, when I first heard it, I didn't believe it. So I said, let me look up these G-Units like I want to buy a pair right now. I looked it up this morning. And it's for real. I was shocked. Very shocked. For real, I'm like, I don't even know how that happened. They sold out, y'all. Straight up. So, you know, because even in Hibbett Sports, they was going, but Foot Lock, like none of them even got them. Nah, they sold out for real. Let's move on, y'all. Thank y'all all for tapping in. We up. We just getting started. Now, being that we talking about New York, 50, don't you ever in your life take a picture with Tyrese again. Bro, 50, I'm giving you one more strike, bro. You bring out one more clown, bro, I'm done with you, sir. All right? You bringing rappers out on your stage with no career. You're doing too much, 50, you're doing too much. For you to have your career where it's at, and you trying to help them and work with them, you're not looking too good, sir. I can't give you points. Sorry. Here go Max B. Max B says Drake still got the clubs. I'm rocking with Drake. Y'all, Drake. Okay, LA. Max B picked Drake over Kendrick. LA, now y'all got to get Max B. Get him. Uh-oh, Max B. You can't go to the West Coast now. Yeah, you done messed up now. Max B, you might can't go to Florida neither. Where XX from. Max, you can't go to LA with this one. So y'all got it, right? Max B chose Drake over Kendrick. Now you ask a question. Was that good for his career? I don't know. No, it's called Max B trying to kiss Drake ass for a feature. That's about, it's called brown nosing. Now let's go to New York, y'all. I will show you what I mean. Now 50. I'm going to tell you again. Stay away from them industry dudes. Just stick with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder. That's it. Because if you don't, let's go. New York, stand up. Told you it's a New York thing, man. What that dude dog face online saying? It was New York brought all that zesty stuff to Atlanta. But then again, I already said that. I made a lot of people mad, but I still love them, y'all. So I literally made a lot of people mad on purpose because they had to be told. But they'll be back again. And you got it, y'all. New York, stand up. No, don't stand up with a Knicks plan. Don't just stand up with it because it sound cool. New York, stand up. Saucy Santana, no, he got a fan base. It's called Greenwich Village. Also, I hope he ain't do no features with no New York rappers, but you got it. Breakfast Club, Quiet on the Creek. What Quiet on the Creek mean? Doing nasty stuff by the water, creeping around, doing nasty stuff. That's right. Breakfast Club, Saucy Santana, New York radio station, hip hop and R&B. R&B really means rubbing backsides. That's what they do. Rub backsides. You got it, man. Saucy Santana, man. Got there, Young Miami homeboy. Get more shine at Young Miami. Can you see the conspiracy now? You mean to tell me you don't see it now, y'all? Told you they gonna expose themselves. Young Miami is the one that had the hit, but she ain't sit on the Breakfast Club. Young Miami got a hit. Somebody told Saucy Santana make a song. I'm watching the world promote Saucy Santana over Young Miami. But it's not their fault. I told everybody that everybody affiliated with Diddy ain't gonna have no career. But now you can see it for yourself. They literally chose Saucy Santana over Young Miami at the Breakfast Club. Okay? All you gotta do is connect the dots. Connect the dots. Connect the dots. Somebody at Breakfast Club is accused of being down with somebody else. It is also assumed that Young Miami had a hit, and then somebody else dropped the song real quick to stop that. Look to me like Young Miami been conspired against. Can you see it now? Who was accused of working for Rock Nation? Who works at the Breakfast Club? Who didn't say not one word about Young Miami? But that's why I tell you guys, I'm tapped in with everywhere. So I tell you it's a New York thing. What's the New York thing? No, New York ain't giving Young Miami no shine. But everywhere else, she's getting a lot of shine. Down south, Midwest. Told you, man. That's all it is. They didn't want Diddy Girl to be a star walking around New York. And don't forget, Jay-Z and Beyonce ass in New York too. They didn't want, this supposed to be Young Miami, y'all. It's in your face. This is meaning. Ain't nothing wrong with Saucy said meaning. You both had Young Miami first. How the hell Saucy Santana's on the Breakfast Club when his song came out after Young Miami and it's not a real hit? It might be a hit now. Why? The industry is behind it. So they showing you who they are, y'all. When I saw that rainbow flag on the Breakfast Club, I been stopped watching it. Wow, they were trying to groom me. What else they told me? Man, they told me what hip-hop was. Now you got your facts. Didn't I tell y'all before all this shit came? I said Diddy trial meant hip-hop is out the closet. Bambaataa meant hip-hop out the closet. Hip-hop came out the closet, but they don't want to accept it. And I also said the ones that don't come out, their ass gonna be broke. So, do you see Hot 97, excuse me, Power 105, they're the same anyway. Do you see New York radio promoting Saucy Santana instead of Young Miami? Or Glorilla? Or Sexy Red? Or Lotto? Damn. Or Nicki Minaj? See that? They exposed. They don't like Nicki, but they like Saucy. You got it? Do you got it now? Told you. The industry don't understand this one thing. That's why I respect Dre, Jimmy Iovine. They tell you, man, I respect geniuses, man. See, Jimmy Iovine and Dre are smart geniuses, man. Jimmy Iovine, though, man, we been milked that rap stuff. That stuff old. We don't want nothing to do with that rap crap. Let New York have it. That's all they got anyway. All New York got is rap anyway. That's all they got is rap. So, let New York have rap. But what they don't understand is the hip-hop, the rap industry is closed. How? Jimmy Iovine ain't cutting no more checks? Hell no. Clyde Davis dead. Only New Yorkers are still playing industry games, interviews, radio stations. Man, they corny as hell. Hey, bro, get this right, New York. This the same way they kept us off the radio back in the day. Because it's selected. Now y'all have to prove, ladies and gents. They picked Saucy Santana over everybody else that got natural witty talent. Period. Now they're going to get the running. You mean to tell me they even had Saucy Santana on the platform before Tiana Taylor? Yep. Let me find out Tiana Taylor ain't sat on that platform since she won that award. Nope. Anybody? Y'all got it now? Let me find out Saucy Santana been staying in the Hamptons. It's starting to look like it. Yeah, y'all got it now? Okay. Who controls the Breakfast Club? All right. Now you see, right? Do you see it? Now you see the conspiracy that was against Young Miami? So when Young Miami said she wanted Drake to feature, they said, hell no. Now you got it. Now check this out. Jim Jones catches heat for calling those women roaches. Did y'all know Jimmy been calling y'all roaches? I saw Tasha on his ass. You got it? Jim Jones called women roaches. Don't worry, woman. We know about Jimmy. Jimmy don't care about no woman anyway. He ain't never gonna call the bros roaches, even though he's a roach. Jim Jones catches heat for calling black women roaches. He loves him some black men, though. Let's go. Ain't that right, Jimmy? Jimmy, something deep inside of me is telling me Diddy got you, sir. I think Diddy got you, brother. I'm sorry. They say Diddy like to try men, make him go down on him. Suck it. Because when Jimmy had that song Ballin', he would hang with Diddy. And that's when Jimmy first started wearing them tight pants sagging. And I saw the picture with Diddy and Jimmy in them clubs. Get it? Not no hip-hop club. No, I think Diddy got Jimmy. I'm sorry. Jimmy, I think Diddy got you, sir. How else I know? Jimmy, you were so goddamn quiet, that whole Diddy situation. Jimmy, I've never seen you that quiet, fool. Jimmy, you literally took off 2 years. When Diddy got in trouble with Cassie, your ass shut the hell up for 2 years straight. Jimmy, I think Diddy got you for real. I'm not playing with you, sir. I think he got you a long time ago. Because they say, did he like to make you go down? He like to test grown men. Yeah. I think he got you, Jimmy, when you had that song Ballin'. Yes, I do. Because after that, you changed, Jimmy. You wasn't tough no more. I think Diddy got you back in the day, sir. And then when he was done with you, he kicked you to the curve. And he started hanging with French. I think he got you. I'm not going to play. He got Chris Brown, too. Chris Brown. Y'all check it out. Y'all know Chris Brown in trouble for that. He got to pay out that money, allegedly. His dog bit that woman up. He got to pay. Told you guys, they all exposed now. Now, last week, anybody seen Cameron? Cameron used to pop up on my feed. I ain't seen him in a while. I deal with this organic. It looked to me, according to my timeline, I looked like Cameron been running. I think Cameron went to get his teeth fixed and took a couple weeks off. Yeah, because ever since Cameron been getting baked on his teeth, he had beef with a drag queen named Vic Mensa. Cameron got low after that Cardi B stunt. Yeah. But I challenged them all. Cameron, all of them. I said, where y'all jury at? I said, it's time to have a hip-hop challenge. All you rappers, where your damn jury at? Fat Joe has taken the challenge. Fat Joe came back out with his Terror Squad pieces. Have nothing to say about Fat Joe. Fat Joe is looking like a rapper. But what they talking about is the Big Pun documentary. And he also saying it's something to do with the family, this, that, and the third. There's a lot of stuff going on with that. But Fat Joe, I told you, I said Fat Joe still be looking like a rapper. I said Fat Joe still can dress. But Fat Joe let it be. He heard Fat Joe know what's up. He on here. I be tagging them dudes too. So I tag them every now and then. They know what's up. You see Fat Joe got them Terror Squad pieces, right? All right. What I say, y'all? The rapper challenge. I said, let me find out Cam pawned all his chains. Dipset. We know the facts. They pawned their rock chain, Dipset, Skull Gang. But Fat Joe said he still got his TSs. All right, respect the Fat Joe as a rapper. Fat Joe still Fat Joe. Like I say, Fat Joe ain't going out like that. He ain't going out like that. I'll give it to him. Now Cardi B, y'all. She's starting to be a good person now. I think I'm starting to have compassion for Cardi B. It's starting to work. Yeah, you ain't gonna hear me say nothing bad about Cardi no more. She changed her ways. People change their ways. I don't say nothing no more. Cardi B been trying to be a nice lady now, y'all. She's showing off her bags. You know what I'm saying? What I say? I said them rappers don't want to buy them chicks no bags, no nothing. Then I said that about Cam and them. I said them New York rappers don't want no girl. A lot of rappers don't want no girl because they got to buy pocketbooks. I said that last week. This week, Cardi B breaking out all her pocketbooks. I think she broke out about, I know it was something like over 30 grand worth of pocketbooks. But yeah, I'm starting to feel, I ain't gonna say feel sorry, but I ain't got nothing against Cardi B, man. Get it? I think Cardi B, she learned the lesson. And the only reason why I felt kind of compassion for Cardi B, because she has been working her ass off, and they've been doing her dirty low-key. Yeah. The guy that controls the show, y'all, control them all. Nobody gonna be bigger than Beyonce as long as that woman breathing, y'all. Hopefully you can see it now. All jokes aside, this summer was supposed to be Cardi B summer, Glorilla, Young Miami. Period. And Lotto. People forget Lotto dropped the album before the summer came. Now, like I say, only thing about Megan down with them. And it ain't that. My whole point with Megan Thee Stallion is this. Megan Thee Stallion didn't earn her spot at all. Megan is where she at because of affiliations. Cardi B earned her spot, y'all. She did. So that's why I got to respect her now, because she been through her dirt, her hazing. She been hazed already. But Cardi B still earned her spot. From the reality TV, from her trying to start a rap career from scratch, she did her thing already. Megan never earned her spot, y'all. Megan was internet manufactured hype. If it wasn't for Instagram, you would have never knew the hell Megan Thee Stallion was. Get it? That's where it come from. Megan Thee Stallion was affiliated. No, man, she's a straight rapper for the Blue Party. That's all she is. And that's why whenever it's a blue issue, you'll see Megan. If it has nothing to do with politics, blue, drama, you ain't going to see Megan. Megan is everything opposite of music. And she gonna need that college degree she got. Clarissa Shields. Does this look like Clarissa Shields? Just showing you this what I meant by the way they get their makeup, they literally paint a new face on. It's called face painting, not makeup. And whoever did her eyebrows, they did them crooked. Clarissa Shields, you should fire their ass. Let's go. I'm giving my life to G.O.D. There's still time to repent. Do y'all know Chrisean Rock is going back into scriptures again? She came out before talking about she changed her ways, lying. Here she go again. No, is that because y'all got whipped the other day? Y'all saw Blueface mother showing her booty? Blueface mom got a nice butt. Yes, she does. I ain't mad at no woman showing cakes. I encourage it. Show some more. That's why I say, I know y'all was mad at the president talking about grabbing by the coochie, but he was just joking around. Because he knows some women that like that stuff. Meaning, man, hey, y'all don't get mad when y'all heard about people tugging at people's stuff. I'd rather him say grab him by the coochie than tug that man by his Arby's. That's y'all problem, man. Man, stop hating on women, y'all, straight up. I'm getting sick of y'all crap. Woman, it's okay to show a little bit of cheeks. Please. It's okay to show cleavage. Can y'all start showing y'all body again a little bit? Right. Kelly Rowland showing them cakes, bro. I also think she's showing up a woman, though. Don't get it twisted, bro. It ain't just men. Kelly Rowland showing them cakes. She got a nice bubble, too. See, y'all know we like stuff like that. We like those little craters and stuff. That mean it's real jiggly and soft. Tell you, man, I'm not into that hard stuff at all. I'm not into hard stuff, no kind of way. I definitely like hard booties. I don't like nothing hard. But she got a nice bubble. Yes, she does. Ha, 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 ha. You ain't never see. Now, guess what, y'all? It's another picture. I couldn't show that. Nah, I couldn't show the other one. Straight cheeks, bro. Straight cheeks. But that right there that you see that bubble. You see her pulling them pants up? That bubble right there getting stuck. Ah, that's a nice bun. Y'all ain't never see Kelly Rowland get freaky like that. Y'all ain't never see that. I'ma just be quiet before I get in trouble. Let's go. Let's go. Kelly Rowland is doing her part to try to make some of these men straight again. We not, see, understand this too. We're not talking about the rainbow community. We talking about all the men that was hating on the rainbow community, then got down with them. Yeah, we talk about all the men that were phobic. Woman, you have a responsibility to make men straight again. All right, let's go. All right, so stop playing now, ladies. Let's go. I'm just joking, man. This is what the men really like. So we'll leave it at that. Let's go. See, this is what they really like, y'all. Told you. Adrian Broner. Hey, youngsters. Never watch these fools. This man was a championship boxer. Now look at him. He's a twerker. Who he twerking for? Hip-hop audience. The bros. Who you think he twerking for? Tell you what hip-hop culture is. Y'all got it now? It's not a mistake. But they the ones getting the most money, though. Understand that part, too. That's why I said if they don't come out, they ain't getting no real money. They're the ones getting all the money. See Sauce Santana getting them checks, going on tour, getting the money. See Adrian Broner getting that money? All right. So now, when I told y'all last year, if you still rock with hip-hop, don't tell nobody. Told them all. If you claim hip-hop and love it, I might think you know what now. Because it's their culture now. The gangsters had the culture for 1 minute. The drug dealers had the culture for a minute. Regular people had it. Everybody get their turn. It's their turn now. You don't want to accept it. It's their turn. And I said, y'all can have it. Here you go. You can have it, Salty. Go ahead. So, what else coming out at a major level? Guys, the heat is on Busta Rhymes now as well. Busta Rhymes has nowhere to hide and run. Guys, did you see the video that was put out years ago? They covered up of that man talking about how Busta Rhymes grabbed his hand and tried to take him. They say Busta Rhymes' gimmick is getting them men to come to the VIP section. Remember, everybody got their own way. Y'all heard that? Let's make sense of it. The New Yorkers, the New Yorkers, the New Yorkers, the New Yorkers. Go down to Florida. Go down to Georgia. The New Yorkers go to them states where rappers, where them fans love rappers. Got it? It's the game. Busta Rhymes get you to the VIP section. So when the club over and y'all leave together, he don't got to look for nobody. He don't got to get caught. Yes. It's a pattern of Busta Rhymes. Everybody says it. He likes to get the men he liked to come to the VIP. So it's a man that said he was in Miami with his friends. Busta Rhymes grabbed his hand and wouldn't let his hand go. Security standing right there. It was like, yo, you want to chill me in the VIP? He was like, yeah. He said, but Busta wouldn't let his hand go. Mind you, this video came out 5 years ago. They covered it up on YouTube. Cover up. So, it's out on Busta Rhymes now. In reality, he really came out already. Then Lando Brown got something trending on him. Oh, yeah, $1 million worth of game. How the hell this show called $1 million worth of game and neither one of them even looked like a millionaire? What game they giving out, y'all? Oh, remember when I told you I be catching over low views? Hey, don't $1 million worth of game got 1 million subscribers or something like that? Well, when I saw their video, they only had 8,000 views. How the hell you got 1 million subs with just 8,000 views in 2 hours? Guys, let me tell you how the YouTube algorithm, how it used to be. Did you know that when real big YouTubers finish their live, as soon as they finish, they might have damn near 20,000. As soon as they finish, they might have 30,000 the first hour, 20,000, 25, 18, first hour, 2 hours. A big-ass platform, a big-ass rapper, 8,000 views in 2 hours. Why? They didn't put sauce on that one yet. Oh, yeah, guess who else I was going to post with fake-ass views? Fabulous, when we going to party. Fabulous dropped a video like me, fake-ass views. They don't know I know how views accelerate. What else I do? I fact-check Fabulous video. One on that man video, no commercials. No commercials. Just like who? Meek Mill. They got what? Fake views. Fake views. Now I can tell you something else. Guess who the masters of fake views are? New York entertainers. New Yorkers are the crown jewel of fake-ass views. They were using fake-ass numbers on Instagram, fake-ass friends on Facebook, fake-ass everything. They're the main fake number place. New York, the home of fake success. That's right, the numbers game. Why? Their uncle told them numbers don't lie. So when their uncle said numbers don't lie, they all start lying with numbers because he did it. Fake views, y'all. Rappers are so low, they're using fake numbers, y'all. Straight up. Straight up. That's why I talk so much junk. Everything around here organic. I told you I ain't spending a penny on nothing. I ain't cheating myself. I like hustling backwards. What I look like? Hey, guys, I got to spend money for y'all to like me. I got to spend money so y'all think I'm doing my thing and y'all watch. Now, don't hop on my bandwagon because I got 100,000 views. I could have paid for that yesterday. That's y'all clown ass. All right? Meanwhile, getting views ain't easy, y'all. And that's my whole point. They try to make it look easy, but I done showed y'all. Put it like this. I have showed people on this channel damn near everybody's supposed to be big lacking with short numbers. That time I showed y'all Cameron and Mace had 3,200 views. Then I showed you Cameron and Mace's Facebook page, 150 likes. After that, Cameron ran a revolt. And they start doing, no. They be getting hit. They get hit videos sometime, but not all the time. You got it? So I said all that because see $1 million worth of game, them got 10,000 views. I'm talking analytics. When you got 1 million subs, how much is 10%? 100,000, right? They don't even average 100,000. They don't even average 10%. According to their numbers, this ain't even got their 1 point something. It ain't. My channel, I'm always average at least 25%. A lot of these people, that's why I cook their ass. Bro, you got 200,000 subs, but you don't even average 10% of your subs. You guys are scrambling for 20,000 views. Meaning you don't even average more than 10% of your subscribers. So I told you it's a game. It's a way you look at it. If I'm averaging 25% of my subs, that's good. These guys don't even average 10% of their subs. 10%. So if you got 200,000 plus subs, you supposed to average 20,000. That's 10%. Really, 20%, you're supposed to be at 40,000. So I told you guys are cornballs and numbers don't mean nothing. You going to work all day. You got all them fucking subs, but you can't even get 20,000 views. You're struggling. Trust me, it's a new game. Now y'all got it? The plan was they are big because y'all keep talking about them. They get big when every content creator copy them, talk about them, you put them in the algorithm. I gave you the proof of how someone can. That's how it works. Same way I told y'all idiots. Tasha K played y'all ass. Don't ever get it twisted, y'all. Tasha K is an internet genius, y'all. Don't ever get it twisted. And she low-key a troll too. That's why Tasha K know how to spin y'all ass with what? That black topic. Everything Tasha K said was trolling y'all for that good traffic y'all gave her. Why? Tasha K knew all y'all was going to go run. Put her name in that search engine. Tasha K said, thank you. Because y'all clowns. Y'all know the game. Ha ha. She just baited y'all with that black topic for traction. Trust me, I know. See? I respect Tasha K, y'all. That's why I respect her grind. Why? I respect everybody on this planet, right? I don't give a damn who you are, right? Anybody that face adversity and stand they square, I'm the type, I'm going to respect you. That's why I tell you I respect Reggie Wright. That's just me, y'all. I respect underdogs. I respect fighters. See, when I say I respect Cardi B now, that's why. Cardi B got dragged all through that mud, but she's still here. All right, so I'm saying that means something to me. I respect people that been through adversity. I don't got to just keep jumping on people's head. That's y'all. So reason why I say that about Tasha K, somehow her ass still here. And when I saw her baiting people, I knew what she was doing. That was for traction. That's what she did, y'all. It worked. Because you know what I saw that week? I saw everybody with Tasha K naming that title. And what she do, just sit back and relax. Because now y'all work for me. They don't know the game, y'all. They don't know the game. Now y'all all working for me. I can take a week off. Shit. They got my name in the title. I ain't got to do nothing. Keep me trending, y'all. Keep me trending. That's how I work. Y'all learn one day, suckers. One day y'all learn, suckers. See, I'm going to tell y'all. All of y'all that make content talking about other people, you the ones that make their channel grow, whether you know it or not. Because you see, the game is like this. When you're not an original content creator on here, you get turned to a mule. You get turned into a goddamn workhorse. So being that you're not original, your job going to be making everybody else hot. So when Jada and Joe do a video, you're going to copy it. You're going to help them trend. That's how it all works, guys. The big dogs know this. And people like me. Let's go. What are they saying? What I told them 3 years ago. Now let's bring Johnny Come Lately up to date again with their sorry ass. Because they believe Coach Prime. What's the word on Shador Sanders? They saying they need to cut his ass. Get rid of him. He was nothing but hype by his daddy Deion. Deion Sanders thought him and his sons were going to rob the NFL for about $100,000. I told you the NFL stuck it to their ass on purpose. You don't see them Negroes wearing them legendary chains no more. You don't see them pushing them brands. This what Deion clown ass thought. Deion thought his son was going to get first round draft pick, which would have qualified him to get 20 million plus his next, some big money, his next contract. He thought he was going to get his son Shiloh a contract. And then Deion thought down the line, he going to get a coaching contract. But I told everybody out here, all of that Deion Sanders did was nothing but manufactured hype online, manufactured by Deion Sanders, Shannon Sharp, Ocho Cinco, and a few other blacks that got their ass kicked off TV. The blacks got kicked off TV because they kept co-signing Deion, LeBron James, and they wasn't being fair and real. Shador Sanders got drafted in the 5th round in front of everybody's face. Not the 1st round, not the 2nd round, not the 3rd. 5th round. And they still sat here and made him a bunch of nothing. Meanwhile, the 1st round draft pick was a black guy, but they made it about race. I wish they'd take their racist ass somewhere. They didn't know when you always want your race to win, that's racism. So they want their race to win so bad, even when they losing, they don't want to admit it. That's racist. Shador Sanders is so trash, y'all. Gather around, family. You don't got to know football. Check this out. Preseason, he threw 5 passes, 7 misses. In preseason, his dumb ass threw an interception. Goofy. What they was trying to tell you, when Shador Sanders was talking to teams, they were really saying he's slow. He's slow. He don't got no education. His daddy got him pushed through school. They say at the Giants, they say they were showing him videos with stuff wrong in it on purpose, and he did not see the wrong in the videos. Dion was hyped by his daddy, but when his daddy ain't with him, he's slow. Then you saw the same thing play out with somebody else's son. They didn't want to say on TV that Bronny was trash and LeBron failed. They didn't want to say on TV that Shador wasn't all that and it was all hype and failure. Even though his teammate, Travis Hunter, got drafted first round before him. But that's Dion's son. So what they saying about Dion's son? I don't make stuff up, y'all. I'm always going to, the love I have for you, I'm always going to tell you what it is. Whether you like it or not, how it comes out, I tell you in advance, and then in the end, I laugh at you, and then I get super arrogant and ignorant on purpose. You got it? That's my formula. Can we please just cut him? Can we please just cut his ass, get him out of here, please? Please. The people in Cleveland are saying, please, can we get rid of Shador? We tired of this stuff. He's a bum. You got it. Can we please just cut him? We don't want a whole year of shenanigans again. The boy ain't that good. Browns fans react. All right, y'all. Now y'all got it. I don't hate on people. I just tell you what it is, man. See, this is what happened, y'all. You from an era where failure is accepted. It's called you a hater. Hater is the talk of a sissy. Did I tell you sissy talk now? Hater is sissy talk. Hated it. What if I told you the rainbow community started that lingo? It go back to Little Richard. I told you all this stuff when you study your history. That whole concept is call me whatever you want. Don't call me broke. Little Richard made that up. Living color, what they say. Hated it. You didn't even know a lot of lingo and stuff y'all use come from the rainbow community, punks. He hating on me. No, that's what rainbow people said when straight people used to hate on them. Get it? That's what it was. Because straight people didn't like them and used to beat on them and abuse them and do them dirty. Rainbow people started that talk. They hating on us. Now you say it. Bingo. Once again, let me update your brain again, youngsters. Here goes some real diamonds. You see how you look at all that hip-hop fake-ass shit? You think it's real, but it's not. Diamonds dance. Football players got more money than rappers. See the difference in the diamonds? Told you been looking at a lot of fake jewelry, guys. Those are real diamonds. See the difference? See the glow? Do you see them glowing in the daytime? Justin Jefferson has gone viral for wearing over $1 million in diamond chains during yesterday's preseason game. You see a football player diamonds compared to a rapper? Now you see why I did a rapper challenge? Hey, rapper, where y'all jewelry at? Y'all fucking broke. They've been wearing hella most tonight and baby diamonds. That's diamond chips. Whole bunch of chips. Look like glitter. No, y'all, those are real diamonds. See them? You see the light, right? Told y'all, man, guys, it ain't diamonds, it ain't no light. See the light? All right. You see the light in broad daylight on top of that. Those are real diamonds, youngsters. A lot of them diamonds don't even talk about them chains they get from Georgia. Don't even talk about that. Yeah, they be real diamonds. Them shit baby diamonds. I have no friends. This the new thing, y'all. This is what I was telling you. That black crisis has heated up now. It's real talk. You're going to see this stuff, y'all. Everything I spoke about on this channel is now out there. Everybody talking about it. What's that? How after C-19, y'all didn't know the world was going to change and y'all was going to be the victims. Y'all didn't know when y'all got put in the house social distancing, man, y'all was never gonna be in each other's face ever again. And not only that, y'all love for each other gonna be gone. Y'all unity, everything about y'all gonna be finished, and y'all gonna be the only ones affected by it. Why? Y'all gonna be in the house the longest and the ones that get brainwashed by the phone the most. You gonna love social media the most. You gonna love so much fake shit, you gonna forget about reality. And that's what happened. Now, this is what they saying. I have no friends. It's a movement. I have no friends. Why so many people don't have friends? Why? I don't rock with you no more. They also what? Turned on a lot of friends, disrespected friends, slandered friends, used friends, did a lot of dirt. Now I have no friends. Oh, y'all was on demon time before? Oh, so you thought demons was gonna have friends? No, I don't have no y'all. All this shit going down right now. People going around talking about videos like this, campaign. I don't have no friends. I don't have no family. I'm leaving Texas. I can't take it no more. All this stuff going on now. Black people are folding, y'all. When I did a special Black crisis, hopefully y'all get it now. Family don't feel like family no more. Everything we spoke about, that's the word. Why when you go around family, it don't feel the same. Know why? Social distancing distance y'all forever. And everybody got caught up in a fake ass world, a fake lifestyle, where you thought everything was so much more important than your family. I'm talking about some of y'all that come from big families and good families. Now, if you come from a family, you know for a fact they ain't ish, hey, I don't blame you for not dealing with your family. Because that's how it is. But no, an epidemic happened. All of those family quarrels, family beefs, family pettiness, all these family hatred, favoritism, y'all know family favoritism, all these things went on for so long, it destroyed the family, y'all. So now y'all get when I say, guys, it ain't no community no more. It's a bunch of hype, smoke and mirrors. It's not true. You don't have families make up your community. You don't have families. Businesses make up your community. You don't have businesses. Unity makes your community. You don't have no unity. Guys, the only place you have a Black community is online. Got it? These are facts. Now, at this point, y'all number sore losers, complainers, all the shit that you did to yourself. You still talking about this and that and the third. You're delusional now. Delusional means you don't want to accept reality. Got it? So, everything that's happening, we did to ourselves. Why do you think nobody gets together anymore? So, this is a whole nother separate video about people talking about how family ain't family no more. And one dude was talking about how grandma made a big ass pot of gumbo and ain't nobody come. That's what I mean. Some of y'all still got grandmothers and you don't go see your grandmother. Man, you stupid as hell. That's your stupid ass. My grandmother, RIP. But I always see my grandmother, no matter what I was doing in life, no matter what I had going on, I go see them, sit down with them, spend a night. That's the shit I used to do. But I ain't know all those going to be my blessings in the end. Y'all. So everybody's talking about it, y'all. How family ain't family no more. Look, I have no friends. That's one topic. Family ain't family no more. What else they saying? Don't move to Texas. People talking about how they down there broke, got nowhere to go. They lost everything. Can't go back home. No, y'all. It's social media that did it, y'all. Social media was social engineering. What were they engineering? The minds. What were they engineering? Working at. What were they shaping, molding, architecting? A new mind state for these people. Huh? Social media gave them a new ideology, a new thinking. I told you it was wrapped inside the Crocs and a hoodie. Meaning they're going to do everything online they never did in real life. And by the time they're finished, they will lose their life, meaning they will lose themselves. I want to tell you guys what you've been a victim of. Get this clear, y'all. The illest shit happened to y'all because y'all been under spells of witchcraft. It's called destiny stealing, destiny swapping. You guys' destiny got swapped out. Remember when I told you everybody else was considered evil, the wickedest, the most racist, the most demonic, the most this, the most shitty, the most... That was true, but not no more. Also, what I saw in a TV show, Shameless, the Asian woman said to the Black woman, why do black people think they're the coolest on the planet? Like, why do they think they're cooler than everybody else? Now, this is what I'm telling you, y'all. I told you a lot of this is payback. A lot of this stuff is, Remember all the stuff people used to joke about other people about, how corny they are, how they can't dance, how the woman ain't got no ass. Everything y'all did to other people is happening to you now, but you can't take it. Told you it's revenge. You said they don't got no booty. Y'all the main ones with BBLs now. Ha ha ha. You always said white women trying to do this and do that. Now you did it all. They did. You did everything they did online. Meaning they wasn't in the BBLs before, but online made them do it. That's what I mean. They were in an experiment called social engineering. We're going to engineer them to do everything they never did. We're going to engineer them to do everything they say they wouldn't do. And we're going to engineer them to go so far away from their culture. In the end, they're not going to have a culture. Because their culture going to be Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. That's why I've been giving y'all the jewels. As everything is back to normal, somehow y'all the only people never got back to normal. I've been telling you this for years. Everybody back outside. Everything's back normal. Now y'all the only ones online crying, complaining, everything is so bad. No, the life you live, it finally caught up to you. This is all the stuff I was trying to tell you what's going to happen. In the end, ain't going to be nobody to save your ass. This time, you're going to be scattered. You're going to be finished. You're going to be broke. You ain't leaving. You done. Tell you what's going to happen. It's because of rebelliousness, y'all. All that rebellion, they say, well, hey, figure it out on your own now, big mouth. Since I got a big mouth, we'll take your ass back over there. Since I got a big mouth, we'll get off the system then. Since you got a big mouth, we'll find somewhere to live at. It's all on y'all now. I told you what happened. Y'all ain't want to hear me? I told you the stuff I say is not trending topics. The stuff I was telling y'all, your life gonna change. And if you ain't focused, you either gonna be a one that changed or you gonna be a victim. What's she talking about? She start crying. My family. Black people are crying online about they ain't got no family. Family ain't the same no more. No, it's called they sinking. What we know about some of these people, man, they only worry about family when they doing bad. They only worry about family when they ass in trouble, they need something. Yeah. So when you get kicked out, then you gonna start saying, I ain't got no family. Nah, y'all. Now, New World, let me show you this when we close out. New World Order. Bingo. Hey, bro, punches. Hey, y'all. Hey, shout out to the bros. Man, when I told y'all we saw those dogs a couple years ago, the robot dogs, I said, bro, those just the play robot dogs. I said, bro, I saw the real dogs they got. And the real dogs, them things big. Here you go. Everybody tapped in. These the new robot dogs. Meaning you can have one too. They cost money though. Do you know how fast these shits go? Guys, you have no clue how fast they go. All I'm gonna tell you is this: you do not want no police chasing you with that, and you have your gun on them. I'm gonna tell y'all all how I knew about this stuff, y'all. I knew about all this shit from a video game. Yes, it's a video game called Division. Division 2, I'll give you a hint. Division 1, it goes into how New York had a sickness, C-19, and the whole city got shut down. I've been telling you about that game. Division Part 2 is about how DC had all those riots and the city got messed up. But in the city, they got to restore order, and they got the robot dogs, the criminals got them, all that. Yes, that's how I been knew about them. And I came back and said, bro, I saw the robots in the game. I said, them joints big for real. Here you got it. So they always got the technology wrapped up, y'all. But what y'all didn't get is they always give us the clues in other ways. TV shows, commercials. Here you go right here. Robot dog, y'all, the big boy. The ones they was showing us, them little babies, those ain't nothing. Those the real ones. You ain't out running it. You ain't going to get away. This all means the end of crime. But being that crime is gone, these going to be the new vehicles too. People going to be coming down the block on those, y'all. Robot dogs coming down the block. See what I'm saying? Get ready. And they fast. Fast as hell. Yes. And you know what make them scary? What make them scary is they move just like a dog. Straight up. You know how a dog can run and stop or turn this way? It moves like a goddamn dog. That's what makes it scary. Real talk. So you standing far away at night, you just see that shit moving like say, okay, y'all know how a dog run up on you to see how it smell you? You know how a dog, say somebody got a vicious dog, like it's going to bite you, but it just run up on you, smell you real quick, check you out. That's how them shits do. run up on you, check you out real quick, and then walk off. You know what I'm saying? That's how they train. But they train by senses too. So you could be walking and the dog just come up on your ass, sensory. All that on. Just letting y'all know, y'all, this is where we going at. Crime had to be erased, ignorance, so the new technology and intelligence can be unveiled, y'all. That's where we at. Everything else is past tense. Please get that right. Gone and never coming back. Now, on this recap, get this part right, y'all. The smoke on Jay-Z coming back with Pimp C. These are facts. It's been going on for a minute, but it's getting thick. Now, this woman right here said Pimp C was talking about Jay-Z in those interviews. So she's saying all of those rants Pimp C went on, it wasn't just towards Russell Simmons. When he spoke about Mace in the truck with the deal, no, Mace was in the truck with the TS. That's before all the Diddy allegations. Cameron told us what Mace like. You know what Mace is. But I'm not trying to not Mace. I'll be trying to let you know they all like Mace. Pimp C was telling you, right? But what she said, he was talking to Jay-Z too. Now, let's throw that part out. She's saying in that song, International Players Club, Pimp C was dissing Jay-Z on that song. When he say he crashed up the car, bought a red, something like that, she gave me a head. But when he said this, your girl chose me, you ain't a pimp, you's a fairy. That part, she alleged, was aimed at Jay-Z. You know, I'm a hip-hop connoisseur, a subliminal message detractor. I said, let me see what, I said, oh, she might be right. She might be right. Because the time of this. So my people from Texas and Houston, all my people online that got the rumors, when y'all heard the rumors about the sex tape, that's what that woman was talking about. And she was referencing how Pimp C threw shots in the song. You ain't a pimp, you's a fairy. But the first thing he said, remember, your girl chose me. Your girl chose me. And that's when Jay-Z at first got with her around this time. You see what I'm saying? Your girl chose me. You ain't a pimp, you's a fairy. And you got to put the timeline together when Pimp C started going at everybody. And you always knew what? Pimp C didn't want to do the song. So it is being said, in that song, International Players Club, he was going at them. Pimp C also knew they was going to hear it. Why? Because our Outkast is down with Diddy and Jay-Z. Arista Records. Now I got a timeline for you. Pimp C dissed Russell Simmons. He dissed Def Jam. He called them all zesty. Then you're going to see L.A. Reid left Atlanta and started controlling Def Jam. And Russell Simmons was gone. All L.A. Reid did was stop being their executive with the Def Jam for a little while. But I showed you that through entertainment, that was showing you the connection of New York and Atlanta. And I told everybody from Atlanta, if it wasn't for New York, you wouldn't have no rap game because New York controlled y'all whole music industry. That's all it was. All Atlanta was a branch off of Arista Records for the Southern people, so they don't got to keep going back to New York. And they also knew that Southern market was important after Freaknik. And like I already said, before that guy named Dogface started talking, I said New York is the one that brought all that behavior to Atlanta because Atlanta was the most brainwashed by New York hip-hop looking up to rappers. They also were the main ones fondled by rappers. Rappers always been into that GAY culture. Always. It's a Hollywood thing. They brought it to Atlanta, out of control. They groomed those blacks and also those colleges where those youngsters go at. That's why they wanted Atlanta. Did he put what? Justice down there, a restaurant. They wanted to be down there with them black colleges because they knew every spring, every year, a new crowd of young kids come to Atlanta. Then you're going to see Dr. York was in Atlanta. Then you're going to see Andre 3000 was down with Dr. York. It's the same program, the same network. Guess what I saw, y'all? 21 Savage was down with Dr. York as a kid. Dr. York was actually raising the grown Atlanta people we see today. Where Dr. York from? New York? I've been figured it out. New York, where Jeffrey Epstein had that crib at. New York, they just keep talking about Epstein Island. Epstein had a crib in Manhattan. You go see it right now. New York, where Saucy Santana at right now? New York, that's what they like. Got it? I told you this is what's going to expose them. It's called time. Nobody going to be Father Time, y'all. How many times I told them that? What I say? What's my slogan? They never know where to lead till the sad man come get them. They time been up, y'all. Meaning, if they in this game and they're ashamed of rainbow lifestyle, that's on them. It is what it is. Got it, Mace? Y'all had the proof too. They chose Saucy over Young Miami, y'all. It's an industry thing. See, Young Miami winning with the streets for real. She winning with the radio. But according to the industry, Saucy Santana is more important than Young Miami. Do you see Saucy Santana on the Breakfast Club where Charlamagne and them be at? Ain't it very simple? So do y'all now get when I told you Young Miami got a hit before it was a fad? Then I told you Young Miami better kiss her career goodbye. And I said, once Beyonce dropped that song Dunk was the cock block Young Miami traffic. Young Miami had a challenge. Beyonce tried to start a challenge. We laughed at Megan Thee Stallion because Beyonce made Megan Thee Stallion do a challenge to her song Dunk. But that was to take the traffic from Young Miami. Didn't I not tell you that? Bingo. Then after that, Saucy come out of nowhere with a new song called Quiet on the Creek. Because Quiet on the Creek is about creeping with Saucy. Quiet on the Creek is how they creep down south by that water. All right? They be creeping, bro. It's a creep song. It's for them. But you going to see they chose Saucy Santana over Young Miami. Facts. Y'all have the proof. Now my genius is online. All you got to do is find out who behind it all. So I'm giving y'all content. Find out who's behind Saucy Santana being more famous than Young Miami. You mean to tell me somebody said Saucy Santana gonna be more important than City Girls? So City Girls broke up. Everybody likes City Girls. City Girls show that coochie. They show that body. City Girls looking fly, good. They stopped City Girls for Saucy Santana. See that? Told you, man. That's why I told y'all I'm not with they zesty ass program. They always want to control who I look at. So that's why I'm going to close this show looking at Kelly Rowland buns. Straight up. Y'all got the facts now, y'all. And look at what happened too. After Diddy goes to jail for 700 dildos, 1,000 bottles. After that, Saucy Santana become a superstar. And Saucy Santana is in New York City. You got it now? All right. So now everything that was a rumor, you judge it for yourself. I figured it out online. I said, Atlanta, I go hard on you, Atlanta, but I took up for Atlanta first. I'm the one that came online and told everybody. Nah, y'all, Atlanta wasn't always zesty because I got tired of everybody keep saying, man, Atlanta is zesty. Atlanta is fruity capital. I'm like, it is truth to that, but I said it wasn't always like that. Atlanta was always known for the best goddamn woman. Why the hell you think Diddy got Kim Porter from down there? Atlanta always had the best woman, y'all. Always. Smart, career, educated, banging ass body. That's what Southern etiquette. That's what they always had. They flipped it. All the women down there hard as hell now. BBL'd out. And the men run that shit. Got it? Nah, they went down there and did that. How you know, fame? I did the math. I said, well, before they came down, there was never no such thing as Atlanta zesty. There was never no such thing as that. Meaning, I'm a grown man. I know the truth. It's always been zesty people on the planet. They ain't never been a majority. So I know that I said, yo, that stuff is true. When you keep repeating a lie, it becomes the truth. So they kept repeating that Atlanta's a fruity capital, and they actually became that. But it wasn't always that. It did happen to everybody from New York started bringing their ass down there, y'all. These are facts. Why? When you from New York City, you got to hide your zesty activity. That's how I put it together. They were going down there being zesty because they didn't want to get caught in New York. Atlanta, and Miami. These are your facts. All that freaky stuff was in Miami and Atlanta for years and years and years. And all they ass lived in Miami. All right? So I want y'all to get, that's where they were doing all they dirt at. Which means they brought it down there. Got it? If they went to LA, I couldn't say that. Why? Trans people been in Hollywood since the beginning of time. So I told you, when they made Atlanta Black Hollywood, they really was telling you, Atlanta gonna have a lot of trans women because it goes hand in hand with Hollywood. That's what they like. Now, one more thing before we leave. Here go your facts. The G-Unit sneakers sold out for real, y'all. They sold out. So anybody online that was clowning or anybody that believed Rick Ross, they got set up. They sold out. Here's the facts. G-Unit sneakers sold out. Many of y'all, I pulled up G-Unit sneaker. These were the only sites left that had them. See that? Here go another site right here. StockX. 7 left. 7 pairs left. This site right here got 9 pairs left. See it right here. 9 pairs left. They really sold out, y'all. I don't know how it happened, but they sold out. It's a fact. The G-Unit sneakers sold out at $130 plus. You got it, y'all. So I tell you on this channel, facts, scoreboard. All the clowns come online. They try to talk that talk. I've been told who I am. The referee, the one that hold the scoreboard. When you win it, I'm going to let you know. When you fail it, I'm going to let you know. It ain't about no fame. So we're going to get out of here, y'all. Facts is facts. Truth is truth. Keep y'all head up. We about to get out of here, y'all. Later on, we're going to laugh some more at this KPD trial. And don't forget what I told you earlier. Reggie Wright said he going to knock your homeboy channel down. Reggie Wright said, being that Del Rey keep playing with him, Reggie Wright said he going to get his channel knocked down. And Reggie Wright also disrespected Jaguar Wright. Yes, he did. I ain't going to say what he called him, but Reggie funny as hell. So I always tell y'all, this is what I'm going to show y'all real talk. Y'all got y'all favorites who y'all pick and choose. I respect Reggie Wright. He been accused of the worst of the worst of the worst. He ain't run yet. Other people get accused of stuff. What do? So I just want y'all all to get this right. Can y'all please stop just calling certain people clowns? Can you please stop picking and choosing? Reggie Wright been accused of more dirt than Jay-Z. And Reggie Wright still ain't run. That's why I respect Reggie Wright, y'all. Sorry. That's how it is. I respect good guys, heroes, and villains. He didn't run. He keep coming. He ain't scared of none of y'all. You got it, y'all. Reggie said he gonna knock the Del Rey channel down, though. He ain't playing. I knew it's gonna happen because he won't stop. He been on that man for a whole year straight. But he don't know. What he actually did was give Reggie the ammunition to say, what? This guy been cyberbullying me all year. Knock his shit down. You got it, y'all. Told you. Your people never know when to stop. They don't know when to stop until you stop their ass. That's how it works. So now I mean it. Reggie let him get away with a lot of stuff. But he won't stop. So I'm just letting y'all know. If you see straight up game channel disappear or Reggie make his ass lose monetization, that's what he gonna get because he wouldn't stop. And he wouldn't pay pop people no money neither. So there you got it. And I'm going to say this on the closeout. I BS online. I be trolling. Everything I say is chastisement. That ain't nothing but love. But I'm going to say this one thing. I don't have no favorites. But the two people I respect is Reggie and G, y'all. Y'all act like G wasn't in the game for real. Y'all sit there and act like G wasn't with that billionaire called Diddy and many other people. These two guys came down to play with y'all on YouTube, but they didn't have to do that. I'm saying that because after them, it will be no more, y'all. These dudes in their 60s, y'all. This is the last of your culture, your face. Understand that. But I like to laugh at stuff that. This is the truth, man. Y'all had energy for Reggie, G, which I love. Y'all love Cameron. Y'all love Jay-Z. Y'all fake as hell, y'all. Meanwhile, I'm asking Reggie and G, and this only thing I ask these brothers, man. Can y'all just please give me some stories about how these rappers are punks? Like, when this KPD trial over with, I know y'all ain't gonna want to talk about Big and Pop. All I asked for Reggie and G, I humbly asked them this. Please, y'all. Can one day y'all just give me stories about how these rappers were getting punked? Can y'all please teach the youth that these rappers are punks? Can y'all please talk about some of the times the rappers were crying, scared, calling for help? Please, y'all. I know y'all got those stories. Trust me. When Gene and Reggie start telling the real stories like that, then y'all gonna get it clear. See, they don't want to throw nobody under the bus. See, they ain't gonna embarrass nobody. But see, when they start telling the real stories, how your favorite rappers were scared and they want to come outside, calling the police, yeah, you'll get it then. So when I tell you, get it right. If you gonna call one of a clown, you gotta call all of a clown. Other than that, we're gonna get out of here. Appreciate y'all all. See y'all later. One. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the replay. Have a good